Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we're working alongside Post Gold for Cash. And this is all about making you some extra money in your pocket. Perhaps you've got unwanted items of gold, watches or rings or that you haven't worn for years and they're just laying around doing nothing. It could be money in your account.
It could be gold that you just don't wear anymore because you don't think it's fashionable anymore. So unwanted items, broken items, any items of gold, Post Gold for Cash do exactly what it says on the tin. They can change your gold into cash, and we've very luckily got an exclusive offer, which means you get extra if you take advantage of the offer with us here at Shop on TV.
Yeah, you want to go through us here on Shop on TV because you will get extra pennies or pounds, who knows. So this is what it's all about. It's all absolutely free. You're going to phone up or get onto our website and order a free pack. Now there's no obligation. If you send your gold in and you decide it's not the value that you wanted it to be, you wanted more, they will actually send your gold back. So you've got nothing to lose. All you need to do is send for your pack and then have a little nosy around the house to see what gold and bits and pieces you can put in to that actual envelope. And then the other great thing is you will go into those prize draws. And so there's 3 in total.
An extra 10% on the valuation, and then you're going to get those prize draws that we talk about right here. So 3 prize draws in total, 2 of which are exclusive to us. The chance to win £500 cash to spend however you like with us here at Shop on TV if you'd like to, but you are also going to get a £500 credit to spend at Shop on TV if you're the winner of that prize draw, the second one. And then the third one is Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. So as soon as you accept the offer, you will go into those prize draws.
But the biggest thing is when you send your gold via us, via the envelope you get from us here on Shop on TV, they will automatically, when they value your gold, add on an extra 10%. And that could be, well, £1,000. That's another £100.
So 1,100. Again, whatever the value is, you will get an additional 10%. So that's why it's worth sending for that envelope right now. Remember, you can go to our website, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to the website, you will see a big banner that says Post Gold for cash. Post Gold for Cash that you can see there. Click on that banner and it'll take you through. And it talks you through the whole process. This is a brilliant page.
It's a great page. It'll talk you through everything we run through the show. So if there's anything you forget, anything you miss, it's all there. You can have a real good read. And as soon as you think, well, I've got nothing to lose, I'm just ordering a free pack today. And if I change my mind, they'll actually send my gold back. You can then click on to ordering as if you're paying for something. You're putting it into your basket. Everything's zero. The cost is zero. The postage is zero. And then what you need to do is check that basket out. And you can check out as a guest. Perhaps you're a regular viewer and you're already signed in with us. And honestly, that's all you need to do tonight. And then have a little nosy around home and see, have a look in, there's loads of sort of spots. Perhaps you've got, I don't know, a shoebox upstairs in the roof that you know there were some things that were left to me. I've never touched them. Perhaps you've got an old jewellery box and you haven't opened it or worn anything in it for years. Those rings are all mine. And they were at one point in my life fashionable many, many years ago. But I've never worn them since I was about a teenager. And why am I hanging on to those where they could actually be cash in your pocket to spend on?
Whatever you wish. It could be a tree, it could be those necessities, because the price of everything is going up, isn't it? And so if you want to go to the website, you can. If you want to go to the phones, you can do that as well. It's our regular phone number, 03333 241 241. But we're not alone. To tell us all about Post Gold for Cash, Charlie joins us. Lovely to see you as always.
Good to see you. I know, I love our shows. Really good to see you again.
Great shows. What a great involvement you've now got with Post Gold for Cash.
Well, it is. Well, as you know, because we've done a few shows, haven't we? I actually met the guys in January, and they're such lovely people. But since our last show, I am now a customer of Post Gold for Cash. I've actually used their services, so I've sold them my gold. They are brilliant, and I did it like a customer would normally.
You did the whole journey, didn't you?
That's right. I ordered my free pack through shopontv.co.uk because I wanted that extra 10%.
Too right.
Yeah, literally, by the end of the week, I had money in my account. They made me a really good offer, more than I thought, actually, a lot more than I thought.
Brilliant.
I said yes, and the money was in my account within 2 or 3 hours. Do you want to see how much I got?
Let's have a look.
Let's
Right.
take a little look.
Have a look
Oh
at
my
that.
word!
I know, right?
The drinks are on you.
Yes,
I know.
you're taking us out.
Well, I would, but I've actually used that.
You've already spent it.
Well, do you know what I have? I've actually used that balance to pay off a family holiday.
Brilliant.
Fabulous.
And do you know, I'll tell you the story in detail later, but it's bits I inherited quite a long time ago. There's some sterling silver there, but what I was really interested in is the gold. There's some, I think, like an 18-carat gold ring there. There's some cufflinks. And there were some bits there I didn't actually think were gold, but it was gold.
Well, that's it. You just don't know.
You
do
don't know.
So pop it into the envelope.
Yeah.
Some things don't have hallmarks, and perhaps you're looking at something and think, I don't know if it is gold or not. Put it in with all your bits and pieces. And if it's not gold, of course, post gold for cash. We'll know exactly what is gold, what it's worth. So all you need to do is get it into that envelope and send it into Post Gold for Cash and get that valuation. And remember, doing it via us, you'll get that extra 10% and no obligation at all, which is fantastic.
Now, we luckily did the first ever show here at Shop on TV with Post Gold for Cash, and a couple of the team came down to meet us. When you meet them, you'll know why you want to use this service, because they're such a friendly, small business, but have been pretty much the longest running when it comes to this kind of
you
business.
actually speak to someone as well. They will ring you
Real
and tell
people.
you your valuation, so they can explain, you know, what was great, what wasn't so good. So they're absolutely fabulous. And well, we met them, and I think it's time you did too.
The company was established in 2009. Obviously, just the concept of somebody came up with the idea of sending in your gold and getting cash. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing like it then, was there, really?
No, not really. We are one of the longest that have been running.
And you've been there very much since the start?
I've been there 15 years. I appreciate I don't look old enough.
Started very young.
Very young, toddler. So yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. I started actually making the calls.
Okay.
So I would call the customer with the offer for the items that they've sent in. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I kind of started thinking, well, actually, I want to have a look at these things and I want to see a little bit more about that and learn about that.
Open the
side of it.
envelopes.
That's it. It is absolutely. I had an auntie who had just the most magnificent jewellery box, and you would sit there picking through it. So this is just absolutely awesome.
The same sort of thing.
Fabulous. So you've just grown with the company then, really?
Absolutely. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And there's something new every day that comes into it.
Oh, but it's so exciting when you get that package.
Very exciting. It's not so exciting when you get the teeth.
Oh!
We will take them. Send them in.
Still gold.
What, with the gold filling?
Yes,
Still gold.
Yeah, in the dental packet. We will take it. Please send it
Where
in.
there's gold, there's cash.
We will go through what you can and can't send in. So not any old teeth.
No, a little bit of gold.
Gotta have the gold.
As long as they're washed.
Don't get grandma's false teeth and pop them in. They've got to have that
have the
gold
gold.
filling in. And Steve, tell us a bit about your story, because I love your story, how you've got involved in the company.
Okay, so I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been around with Post Gold for Cash for the last 10 months or so, and it's a fantastic team to be part of, and I really enjoy working with them. My role is to make calls, to support customers, to reassure, answer questions, and make sure people have got their packs, and if they've got any questions, to answer them.
Great.
And to just help people, nudge them along the way if that's what they want to do, because it's always the customer's choice as to what they're doing.
Lots of people do mention just how friendly you are. You're a great sort of quite small team.
Small but mighty.
Yeah.
And perfectly formed.
But make it really personal. I think that's really important.
I think the other good thing is I mean, obviously we brought the new boy with us, but the whole team have been there for a considerable amount of time. Most of us all been
And
there.
between you, you've got so much knowledge in gold, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just flows. It really flows and it really works. And we love talking to the customers and helping, and the different stories as to why they're sending stuff in and things like that. I mean, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy, and they're ecstatic with their offers, and, you know, that's it, I can get my car fixed, that sort of thing.
And customers are really grateful for that contact and that support and that connection, because then we can talk them through the process and just to reassure them. Because some customers have had the pack sitting on their side for a good few weeks and they're nervous to send the pack through. And sometimes people just send one piece to test, see what it's like. and they get the reassurance and they get the offer so quickly, and they get some incredible offers.
You think you might have heard of Post Gold for Cash. Who are they? Who are you?
Us, with Steve and Sam.
And an amazing team.
Yes.
So Post Gold for Cash was established back in 2009, so we've been going for a really long time. It was an idea from Ash, and he needed to get on board with somebody who had this kind of knowledge, which he did.
So actually was the founder as such.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So between him and Ian, this is where we've sort of got to here.
And you were very much one of the first, weren't you, then?
Within a year I joined. I was only meant to do 14 hours a week, part-time.
Funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually joined by accident. A friend of mine went for the job interview.
Okay.
And they offered her a part-time job, but she wanted full-time. So she turned around and said, "You need my friend Sam."
How fabulous. That is
like,
one
what,
of those
part-time?
meant to be moments.
Yes,
isn't
absolutely.
it?
And do you know what? I love it.
And you've just fallen in love with it, haven't you?
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with
Well,
playing
it's
this?
exciting, isn't it? Because you've gone from. So what did you do at first? On the phone?
At first I was on the phone, so I'd be calling you, I'd be giving you your offer, chatting away with you, and that was it. And then I was like, oh, can I play with it? Can I come and have a go and do this? And yeah, so I sort of shadowed some of the other valuers at the time, and I just love it.
So you learned the process on the job to the point where
you've grown with the company,
I have,
really, haven't you?
I have,
Definitely.
absolutely. And they're such a super supportive company to work for.
Right.
Very small team. aren't
Very
you?
small, yes.
So it's very personal. Lots of people say it's very personal. It's very friendly. It was all very smooth.
Yeah, it comes across, I think, when we're talking to people. I mean, anyone that orders a pack tonight, if you haven't sent it back in the next couple of weeks, this guy's going to call you.
Have an amazing conversation.
Lots of people will purposely now not send it back. So
I'd love to call them.
how's that?
just so they can chat to Steve.
Yes.
Now, Steve, tell us your story, how you got involved in
So I got involved because I discovered this most amazing sport called pickleball.
Okay.
And Ash actually plays pickleball. And so I met him playing pickleball, and he talked about his business and said, would you like to get involved and do some mystery shopping?
funny.
And then come along and do some calls. And I said, I'd love to have a go. Why not?
Yeah.
So I did some mystery shopping. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I found Post Gold for Cash to be so easy to do business with. I personally found them very trustworthy. I chose to sell my items, so I found the prices great. And then I started making some calls.
And then
to them.
you started working.
And I thoroughly enjoyed having conversations with people, giving them choices, giving them options, talking them through processes, and reassuring people. You know, because they're slightly nervous. Oh, I'm scared to take it to the post office. I'm not sure. I've had it for ages.
Well, you said when you sent yours in, you took photos of everything.
I did.
Thought
I
just in
took
case-
photos on my phone, as I do with everything, receipts and stuff, because you can never have enough reassurance yourself.
Yeah.
So I had that evidence, and so when I sent it through, I had to remind myself what Tracy, when she called me with the offer, which ones were value and which ones weren't. And I was shocked about the ones that had value, because I thought it was the other ones that had value. And then to be offered between £400 and £500, it was like, whoa. And for once in my life, I was sort of like able to receive some cash to spend on either the children or a spa day or upgrade their phone without having to borrow money.
Yes.
So for a change, I wasn't borrowing.
Like a bonus.
I was
just sat
recycling
there,
some stuff that was sitting in the
Sat there
bedside
doing
cabinet.
nothing.
So, you know, we say about recycling all the time. We love a bit of recycling these days. I recycled it and I thought, why is it sitting there when I can do this? So my son thoroughly enjoyed his new iPhone.
So we were established back in 2009. So as companies go, we are one of the longest standing
Yeah, you were
ones.
very much one of the first, weren't you?
Yeah,
Thought of the
absolutely.
idea sort of first, and then others sort of came
Follows
along.
suit. Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that makes us very trustworthy.
Yeah,
Obviously, the
the
longevity,
longevity,
of the company.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. The other thing to consider is, with regards to staff, other than Steve being our newbie, the rest of us have been there sort of 15 plus years.
More or less from the
So
beginning.
yeah, absolutely. So we work as a really good, smooth team. And the idea basically came from Ash, who then teamed up with Ian, who had the jewellery knowledge and this kind of thing. So they set it up, and here we are. Basically, we've come this far down the line, and it's such an easy service to use.
Yeah, really straightforward, really safe. You can see here over 270,000 customers have used the service already. Rated excellent, based over 2,000 Trustpilot reviews. Promised to match any price offered by other online buyers. Can you just confirm how that works?
Okay, so what we would need from you is if you have had an offer price from somebody else.
Someone else.
Yep. Which is fine. Shop around if you need to. You know, it's your own peace of mind, which is what we always say. We will match that if we can see that in writing. So you just need to provide it to us with the quotation, the date it was done, and obviously as long as the weights match, we will do that.
You'll match the price.
Yeah. And you're saying it's so easy. It is so easy, and that's why you should choose Post Gold for cash, and you can actually have a little look at just how simple it is. It's fast, it's easy. The great thing is it's a no obligation service, so if you don't want to take that valuation they give, they will send your gold back completely free of charge. You've lost nothing, but you've learned how the money, whether you wanted it or not, or you might be really surprised, which most people are when you read the 5-star review. I didn't think it'd be that much, and you do accept that money. So just send that gold in for free to be valued. If you're not happy with the offer, as it says, they'll return your gold items completely free of charge. So many people so happy with that offer. And the experienced gold valuers provide you with a free valuation to discover what your gold is worth. How great is that? All completely free. You've got nothing to lose at all. Pop it into the envelope that you get sent, send it in, and see what your gold is worth. And a lot of times, or more times than not, people are so surprised. And of course, doing it via us, an extra 10% added onto that valuation.
Let's run you through those exclusive offers again, because the exclusive, well, take a little look. You are going to get a free, no obligation gold selling pack. Everything's free. Free pack, free postage, a free valuation, and if you decide that it's not right for you and you want your gold returned, the returns are free as well. But that second line that we were just talking about, an extra 10% added onto your valuation.
Yeah, that is exclusive with us here on Shop on TV. That's why you're going to order your pack via us on the phones or on the website. You will get an extra 10% added on to whatever the value is of the gold that you send in. But then you automatically as well, when you accept that valuation, go into those 3 draws.
Yeah, those 3 prize draws that you'll be entered into. And this is the great thing, 2 of which are exclusive with us, remember. So your first one is a £500 prize draw. A chance to win £500 cash. That's an ITV1 and STV exclusive. The second is the chance to win a £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And the third one, well, you'll also be entered into Post Gold for Cash's regular prize draw. You can check the closing dates and the terms and conditions on the website.
And it can be as well super fast for you to get this money into your account. They'll even send you cash if you want to. There is a charge for that. But if you want cash, the cash is there for you. But if you're getting the pack right now, that means you'll get it Wednesday. You could then, we'll take a look, you could actually have that money in your account by Friday if you want to be this quick. Yeah. So you'll get it, you'll receive the pack on Thursday, you'll get that sent back out using your very special prepaid envelope. Remember, you take it into the actual post office and hand it over the counter and get your receipt of proof of sending. And then by Friday, you could be getting that phone call giving you your valuation plus your extra 10%. And you could say, yes, please, and that money could be in your account that day.
That's what the pack looks like. It literally talks you through everything you need to know. Everything we talk about on the show, what you can send, what you can't send. Honestly, it's such a great little bit of information. And now is the time to send for it, so you get that extra 10% and you go into those 3 prize draws.
Yeah, so easy. You can either jump onto the phones or jump onto the website. It's like you're ordering with us normally, but remember, no cost, 0. Postage, 0. No obligation, everything absolutely 0. So send for your pack and then just have a little mooch around the house. I bet there's a few, I don't know, bowls of bits and pieces and you think, what's in there?
Broken bangles.
Oh, there's that odd earring that I lost, the other earring. Pop it all into that envelope and see what it could be worth. But don't go anywhere. We're going to tell you lots more, we'll give you loads more of ideas in just a couple of seconds. Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
And I'm Sean Crawley.
Together with Shaylee, and together we're working alongside Post Gold for Cash. Now this is really exciting because really everything is absolutely free.
We love that.
But you could actually make some money. So how does this work? This is all about unwanted gold that you've got at home. Perhaps you've got an odd earring, a mangled bangle, a broken necklace. All that unwanted gold could be turned into cash.
As Hayley said, working direct with Post Gold for Cash, one of the biggest in the market when it comes to this kind of service, and the first to establish. You've got an exclusive offer that you will absolutely love, because not only are you going into 3 free prize draws. As soon as you accept the valuation, that's exactly what will happen. You'll go into 3 prize draws, but it's a free, no obligation gold selling pack. As Hayley was just saying, it's a free pack. It's free postage. It's a free valuation. And if you don't decide to take the offer that Post Gold for Cash make to you, it's also free returns on your
gold. So you've got nothing to lose. You can't go wrong. And if you do accept that valuation and you get that money into your account, they'll even send you cash. There is a charge for that, or they'll send a check. Then you will automatically go into these 3 prize draws. So this is your first plus, that you will automatically have the opportunity to win a little bit more money.
Yeah, an ITV1 STV exclusive, a chance to win £500 cash. The second one is a further draw where you could win £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And you'll also go into a third prize draw, which is Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. All the terms and conditions are on the website, including the closing dates. But send for your envelope now, because on top of all of that...
Yes, there's a little extra, which is a big extra, because you're winning already. If you go via us, because you could go to Post Gold for Cash themselves, they give great valuations, but going via us, using the envelope you get from us, from our website, or from the phones if you're ringing, you will automatically, after they've valued your gold, get an extra 10% added on to your valuation.
Whatever the valuation is. So if it's £1,000, you'll get 1,100. What a bonus that is when it comes to the extra 10%. Let's just give you a couple of examples of some items that have come into Post Gold for Cash recently. That first item on the left-hand side, one bracelet was worth £456.
That's the thing, you just don't know, do you? You
No
wouldn't
idea.
think one bracelet would be worth that. Well, actually, if you sent that in the envelope you're getting from us, they would add on another £46. Because you get an extra 10%. Then you've got a gold band there, £161. But again, and they round it up, you'd get an extra £17 because you sent it in via the envelope that we send you today. Remember, you're getting that envelope completely free of charge. This is all free. Now, this is more like me. I'd send a variety of bits and pieces in. That's £1,642 worth. Again, you might look at that and think it's not worth anywhere near that, but Post Gold for Cash, they know its value. But actually, doing it via us, an extra £165.
But look at the difference with that second gold band. When you look at that gold band, because it's 22 carat, the value is so much more, and you might not know that. So £567 for one piece of gold jewellery. Add another £57 onto that, because you're going to get that extra 10%. We're always massively busy when we offer you these deals from Post Gold for Cash, and it is direct, remember. So let's just explain to you. You go to our regular website or our regular phone number. If you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you'll see a big banner, Post Gold for Cash. Click on there. We're already massively busy. That'll take you through and it'll explain exactly what you need to know.
Remember, everything is free. You're going to order a free pack. As soon as there's loads of details here. If you miss anything, if you forget anything, that page is brilliant. As soon as you think, well, I've got nothing to lose, click onto the little sort of pink banner. That will take you through to buy, but you're not buying. You're going to put into your basket your completely free pack, free delivery as well. Then you're going to check your basket out and make sure you do go through to checkout. Check your basket out. Either sign in like you regularly do, or if you're a customer that you just joined us for the first time, if you want to join us as a guest, that's completely fine. It's entirely up to you. Always good to sign up because it makes it quicker in the future. But my goodness, remember to get that pack either via our website or via the phones this morning, because that pack will make sure you get that extra 10% added onto your valuation. And it's so exciting when you think about what that money could be good for. I mean, it might be dull things. It might be that you have to fix the car. You might need a new wheel or something on the car. It might be petrol for the car. Or it might actually be that you are struggling at the minute, and that could be money for a treat.
Yeah, something nice. It could be a weekend away, a dinner out with a family. We're getting busier and
Massively
busier
busy.
already. So our regular website or our regular phone number, you can call the team in
And
the
it's
call
costing
centre.
you nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely, all free. And even if you get your valuation, and we'll go through all of this and how you send it, you take it to the post office, you get your receipt and things, we'll go through all that. If you get the phone call and you'll speak to someone and they give you a valuation and you're not happy with it, they'll actually send your gold back for free as well. So keep the things that are sentimental, but anything like an odd earring, a broken bracelet, or something you haven't worn forever, pop it into that envelope.
Just think about all the different types of gold that you've had over the years. In fact, we'll show you some pictures later on of all the different types of gold that you just might have laying around at home. But before we do that, let's introduce you to our guest, who's our fellow presenter here at Shop on TV, but massively involved now.
Hello,
Charlie.
guys. Good to see you. Good
Hello,
morning.
my
Good morning,
love.
guys at home.
Right.
Hello. Good
Nice
to see you.
to see you.
Yeah, it's so good to be here. And I'm really excited to be here because, do you know, since our last show together,
Yeah.
I am now a Post Gold for Cash customer. I've used their services.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So I've sold
You've
them
been
my
saying
gold.
that you were going to. 'Cause
Yeah.
You've got a few bits, you inherited a few things. didn't
That's
you?
right,
And you
yeah.
thought, well, I'll put some things together.
Well, do you know what? A lovely lady, who was a very close family friend, she passed away about 7 years ago. Lovely, lovely lady. And I inherited some bits, but they've been in my parents' garage for about 7 years.
Bless.
And I put things off. I need to get on with things.
Yeah.
But eventually, my parents and I, we went through all the stuff, and I found a few boxes of jewellery. And I thought, do you know what? There's some gold in here. Some bits I wasn't sure if it was gold. Some bits I knew they definitely were gold because I looked at hallmarks and things, and we'll talk about hallmarks later on during the show. But I bundled it in an envelope. I sent it to Post Gold for Cash, and yeah, I got a really, really nice offer. I had kind of an idea in my head of what they might offer. It was much, much more
How
than what
fabulous.
I thought. And the good thing is, because I wanted the true experience, what our viewers at home are going to
Right.
receive. So I ordered the pack through shopontv.co.uk because I wanted that extra 10%. Who wouldn't? So I want to be able to say, I sit here and say, I've used their services, I've experienced what you're going to experience at home, and I couldn't be happy with the service. It's so quick. It really is.
Well,
And
that's what so many people say. They say it's much quicker than they expect it to be.
Yeah.
The value is usually a lot more than they expect it
This
to be.
is it.
That was Charlie's experience. When you take a look, we've got a picture of what you sent in.
This is I couldn't believe it. So now you can see some on the right there. Sorry, on the left there, you can see some gold. There's a couple of 9-carat gold rings there. I think there's like a 22-carat gold ring there.
Wow.
There's some cufflinks. Now some of them I couldn't see a hallmark. And
Okay.
honestly, to my eye, I didn't know if it was gold or not. But
Right.
this is the beauty. You do not need to be an expert on gold or jewellery. If it looks like it could be gold, that's a good enough reason to order your free pack. Because you could be into a nice surprise like I was. Now, on the right there, I was blown away with how much silver I sent in. Now, I won't lie.
So not just gold.
Not just gold.
So you got money for that silver?
The
as
silver
well?
as well, absolutely.
Wow.
They accept all precious metals, so it could be gold, silver, platinum, palladium, whatever it is, get it sent in. Now, I did send in some stuff that did turn out to be junk, because I didn't know. To my eye,
don't
I
know,
didn't
do we?
know if
Yeah.
it was gold or not. But that's fine, they just scrapped that for free for me. But I could not believe what I received.
Look at that price.
Right. Well, this is the thing. So what I did, it was on a Friday, literally the day after I sent all the stuff in. I went to the post office, sent it in. You get a prepaid for envelope. We'll talk to you about that. It's all free. They gave me a call the next day. I spoke to Sam at about 11 o'clock in the morning. And she said, Charlie, she built it up because she knew I was excited. She offered me £2,630 and I couldn't believe it. I thought if I get £1,000, I'll be happy because I knew there's a bit of gold in
Excellent.
there.
Wow.
But then she said, but Charlie, because you ordered your pack through Shop on TV, she added on an extra 10%. So in other words, I got about an extra £293.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. And it was in
Brilliant.
my account 3 hours later.
How
2 hours later.
fantastic
That's
Yeah.
brilliant as well.
I couldn't
isn't it?
believe
And
it.
tell us what, because some of the things you inherited.
Yes, yes.
So tell us what you're spending that money
Well,
on.
it's already gone. So basically, I'm at my parents' house and I got this gold and I wanted to get it in quickly because basically my family and I, we put a deposit down in a house, a holiday home. About a year ago, and the deadline for the balance was due, so I wanted to get it in quickly. But anyway, I got the money in just in time before
To pay for their family holiday.
So my nephew's coming, my girlfriend's coming, there's all of us going. But basically, we've rented a holiday home in a place called Abersoch, which is in North Wales. If you know it at home, it's a lovely place, isn't it? But the reason why we're going there, we always went for a family holiday when I was growing up.
Great.
So it became a little family household tradition.
Right.
But we haven't been there for about 20 years. So last year we thought, let's go. Let's go back to Abersoch and see. But yeah, I used the money from Post Gold for Cash to pay off the balance.
Because perhaps you've inherited something, but you don't wear it. It is just in a box.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Upstairs in the roof, or in your bedroom under the dressing table, and you're not wearing it because it's not your style. But
It's gone out of fashion.
But
It might be broken.
Give it away because someone left it for you. How about creating a memory like that? How great is that? That rather than having something that you're not going to wear, either turn it into cash and buy something that you would wear, or a family holiday where you can really think about the loved one that left it to you.
It's very, very simple to take advantage of the offer because everything's free. You're sending for that free pack, it's free postage, it's free valuation, and if you decide it's not right for you, it's free returns of your gold.
And as you hear, you get that extra 10%, even if you work here. Charlie got an extra 10%.
We didn't know about that.
I'm not sure about that. You
have
do
to
things
do
like
it.
that, don't have to. How great is that? So you will get that extra 10% added on. All you've got to do is make sure you get your free pack. You can jump onto the phones if that's how you normally order with us, or if you're joining us for the first time, you think, I'd like to ring.
It's our normal number, 03333 241 241. The operators are right there waiting to take your call right now.
But the website is massively busy, so if you'd rather jump onto the web, do. And when you jump onto the website, shopontv.co.uk, instantly you see the Post Gold for Cash banner. Click onto that and that'll take you through to this great page.
I love this. It runs you through the entire process. As you scroll down, it'll tell you exactly what the offer is, how easy it is. Click on that other little banner and it'll say, order my free gold selling pack. It'll take you through to as if you're making a purchase, but everything is free. It's very important that you add it to your basket and you check your basket out. That gets the envelope on its way to you. No catch, no cost.
No.
And that's why we love working for Post Gold for
It's a completely
Cash.
free pack, so all you've got to do is send for it to make sure you'll get that extra 10%. And then you can have a little nosy around home and find a few bits of gold. Don't worry if they haven't got hallmarks. If you think it's gold or it might be gold, pop it in to that envelope, and then you'll take that envelope. You actually take it physically to the post office.
That's really important.
And
to
you
the
hand
counter.
it over the post office counter. They're not going to charge you for posting. You've got a free special delivery prepaid envelope. And then what they'll do at the post office is give you a receipt, and that receipt is your sort of insurance as well.
And everything is insured right through the entire process. It's insured up to £750. If you think your items are worth more than that, you can increase the insurance, and you can do that all at the post office counter. We'll explain that as we go through the show for you. But it's a simple process. It's just a case of going to the website or the phones. Hayley and I were lucky enough to do the first Post Gold for Cash show, weren't we?
The team are fabulous, and you will get to speak to a member from the team because a person actually rings you up and tells you what your valuation is, and they can talk you through some of the items as well, and what was really good and what wasn't so good. But they are terrific people, aren't they?
Yeah, Sam and Steve came to join us for the first show. Let's get them to explain how the whole process works.
The company was established in 2009. Obviously, just the concept of somebody came up with the idea of sending in your gold and getting cash. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing like it then, was there, really?
No, not really. We are one of the longest that have been running.
And you've been there very much since the start?
I've been there 15 years. I appreciate I don't look old enough.
Started very young.
Very young, toddler. So yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. I started actually making the calls.
Okay.
So I would call the customer with the offer for the items that they've sent in. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I kind of started thinking, well, actually, I want to have a look at these things and I want to see a little bit more about that and learn about
Open the
that side of it.
envelopes.
That's it. It is absolutely. I had an auntie who had just the most magnificent jewellery box, and you would sit there picking through it. So this is just absolutely awesome.
The same
How
sort of thing.
fabulous. So you've just grown with the company then, really.
Absolutely. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And there's something new every day that
course.
comes into
Oh, but it's so exciting when you get that package.
Very exciting. It's not so exciting when you get the teeth.
Oh!
We will take them. Send them in.
Still gold.
What, with the gold filling?
Yes,
Still
yes.
gold.
Yeah, in the dental packet. We will take it. Please send it
Where
in.
there's gold, there's cash.
Well, we will go through what you can and can't send in. So not any old teeth.
No, a little bit of gold.
Can't have the gold.
As long as they're washed.
Don't get grandma's false teeth and pop them in. They're going to have that
have the gold.
filling in. And Steve, tell us a bit about your story, because I love your story, how you've got involved in the company.
Okay, so I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been around with Post Gold for Cash for the last 10 months or so, and it's a fantastic team to be part of, and I really enjoy working with them. My role is to make calls, to support customers, to reassure, answer questions, and make sure people have got their packs, and if they've got any questions, to answer them.
Great.
And to just help people, nudge them along the way if that's what they want to do, because it's always the customer's choice as to what they're doing.
Lots of people do mention just how friendly you are. You're a great sort of quite small team.
Small but mighty.
Yeah.
And perfectly formed.
But make it really personal. I think that's really important.
I think
as
the
well.
other good thing is I mean, obviously we brought the new boy with us, but the whole team have been there for a considerable amount of time. Most of us have all been
And
there.
between you, you've got so much knowledge in gold, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just flows. It really flows and it really works. And we love talking to the customers and helping, and the different stories as to why they're sending stuff in and things like that. I mean, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy, and they're ecstatic with their offers, and, you know, that's it, I can get my car fixed, that sort of thing.
And customers are really grateful for that contact and that support and that connection, because then we can talk them through the process and just to reassure them. Because some customers have had the pack sitting on their side for a good few weeks and they're nervous to send the pack through. And sometimes people just send one piece to test, to see what it's like. And they get the reassurance and they get the offer so quickly, and they get some incredible offers.
You think you might have heard of Post Gold for Cash. Who are they? Who are you?
It's us, with Steve and Sam.
And an amazing team.
Yes.
So Post Gold for Cash was established back in 2009, so we've been going for a really long time. It was an idea from Ash, and he needed to get on board with somebody who had this kind of knowledge, which he did.
So actually was the founder as such.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So between him and Ian, this is where we've sort of got to here.
And you were very much one of the first, weren't you, then?
Within a year I joined. I was only meant to do 14 hours a week, part-time.
Funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually joined by accident. A friend of mine went for the job interview.
Okay.
And they offered her a part-time job, but she wanted full-time. So she turned around and said, "You need my friend Sam."
She could
How
go part-time.
fabulous. That is
I
one
want
of those
part-time.
meant to be moments.
Yes,
isn't it?
absolutely. And do you know what? I love it.
And you've just fallen in love with it, haven't you?
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with
Well,
doing
it's
this?
exciting, isn't it? Because you've gone from. So what did you do at first? On
So
the
at
phone?
first I was on the phone, so I'd be calling you, I'd be giving you your offer, chatting away with you, and that was it. And then I was like, oh, can I play with it? Can I come and have a go and do this? And yeah, so I sort of shadowed some of the other valuers at the time, and I just love
So you learned the process on the job to the
So
point when
you've grown with the company,
I have,
really, haven't you?
I have,
Definitely.
absolutely. And they're such a super supportive company to work for.
Right.
Very small team. aren't
Very
you?
small, yes.
So it's very personal. Lots of people say it's very personal. It's very friendly. It was all very smooth.
Yeah, it comes across, I think, when we're talking to people. I mean, anyone that orders a pack tonight, if you haven't sent it back in the next couple of weeks, this guy's going to call you.
Have an amazing conversation.
Lots of people will purposely now not send it back. So
I'd love to call them.
how's that?
just so they can chat to Steve.
Yes.
Now, Steve, tell us your story, how you got involved in
So I got involved because I discovered this most amazing sport called pickleball.
Okay.
And Ash actually plays pickleball. And so I met him playing pickleball, and he talked about his business and said, would you like to get involved and do some mystery shopping?
funny.
And then come along and do some calls. And I said, I'd love to have a go. Why not?
Yeah.
So I did some mystery shopping. thoroughly enjoyed it, and I found Post Gold for Cash to be so easy to do business with. I personally found them very trustworthy. I chose to sell my items, so I found the prices great. And then I started making some calls to them.
You started working.
And I thoroughly enjoyed having conversations with people, giving them choices, giving them options, talking them through processes, and reassuring people. Because they're slightly nervous. Oh, I'm scared to take it to the post office. I'm not sure. I've had it for ages.
Well, you said when you sent yours in, you took photos of everything.
I did. I took photos on my phone, as I do with everything, receipts and stuff, because you can never have enough reassurance yourself.
Yeah.
So I had that evidence, and so when I sent it through, I had to remind myself what Tracy, when she called me with the offer, which ones were value and which ones weren't. And I was shocked about the ones that had value, because I thought it was the other ones that had value. And then to be offered between £400 and £500, it was like, whoa. And for once in my life, I was sort of like able to receive some cash to spend on either the children or a spa day or upgrade their phone without having to borrow money.
Yes.
So for a change, I wasn't borrowing.
Like a bonus.
I was recycling some stuff that was sitting in the bedside cabinet.
Nothing.
So, we say about recycling all the time. We love a bit of recycling these days. I recycled it and I thought, why is it sitting there when I can do this? So my son thoroughly enjoyed his new iPhone.
So we were established back in 2009. So as companies go, we are one of the longest standing ones.
you were very much one of the first, weren't you?
Yeah,
Thought of the
absolutely.
idea sort of first, and then others sort of came along.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that makes us very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
The
longevity of the
longevity,
company.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. The other thing to consider is, with regards to staff, other than Steve being our newbie, the rest of us have been there sort of 15 plus years.
More or less from the
So
beginning.
yeah, absolutely. So we work as a really good, smooth team. And the idea basically came from Ash, who then teamed up with Ian, who had the jewellery knowledge and this kind of thing. So they set it up, and here we are. Basically, we've come this far down the line, and it's such an easy service to use.
Yeah, really straightforward, really safe. You can see here over 270,000 customers have used the service already. Rated excellent, based over 2,000 Trustpilot reviews. Promised to match any price offered by other online buyers. Can you just
Tell us
confirm how that works?
Okay, so what we would need from you is if you have had an offer price from somebody else.
Someone else.
Yep. Which is fine. Shop around if you need to. It's your own peace of mind, which is what we always say. We will match that if we can see that in writing. So you just need to provide it to us with the quotation, the date it was done, and obviously as long as the weights match, we will do that.
You'll match the price.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's so easy. It's so easy, and that's why you should choose Post Gold for Cash, and you can actually have a little look at just how simple it is. It's fast, it's easy. The great thing is it's a no obligation service, so if you don't want to take that valuation they give, they will send your gold back completely free of charge. You've lost nothing, but you've learned how the money, whether you wanted it or not. Or you might be really surprised, which most people are when you read the 5-star review. I didn't think it'd be that much, and you do accept that money. So just send that gold in for free to be valued. If you're not happy with the offer, as it says, they'll return your gold items completely free of charge. So many people so happy with that offer. And the experienced gold valuers provide you with a free valuation to discover what your gold is worth. All of it free. How great is that? So you get your free pack. That's all you're doing today is ordering a free pack. That's it. The end. Your free pack will arrive, and then it's down to you to find bits of gold that you don't wear, you don't want anymore. And even if it hasn't got a hallmark, if you think it's gold, pop it in,
Put it in the
that
envelope.
envelope. And then you get free delivery, so your postage is free to send it in. And then you get a free valuation.
A free valuation from experts in the field.
And so many are like, I didn't think it'd be that much.
And it's so quick, the process, and we'll talk you through all of that. We're hugely busy. This could be one of the busiest shows we've had when it comes to Post Gold for Cash. You can understand why when you see our exclusive offer, because as Hayley was saying, everything is free. You send in for that free, no obligation gold selling pack to begin with. You've got the free postage, the free valuation, and free returns of your gold if you decide not to accept the offer. That valuation, though, with us here at Shop on TV, you're going to get an extra 10% on top of your valuation.
And Post Gold for Cash are known for giving great valuations, and you're getting an extra 10% added on purely because you're getting the envelope via us, via our phones, via our website. So go through us and you will get that extra 10% added on. And then on top of that, if you do decide, and the majority of people say, I didn't think it'd be that much, they were so pleased with the valuation. If you accept your valuation, you will automatically then go into 3 prize draws.
This is brilliant in itself. The first one is an ITV1 STV live show exclusive, a chance to win £500 cash. The second prize draw is a chance to win £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And the third one, you'll also be entered into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. You can check out all the terms and conditions on the website, and that includes the closing dates of those competitions that you see there. But what we would say is do it right now.
Yeah, just send for your envelope. It doesn't matter if you do it right away as soon as the envelope comes. Doesn't matter if you hang on to the envelope for a little while and then send your gold in. Just get the envelope so you know you've got that extra 10%. And remember, we say it's so easy to do that on the phones and to do it on the website. But all you need to do is do it right now. And then if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure what can I and can't I send in, you can and can't. Take a little look. You can send, this you'll see. Take a quick photo of this, but you'll get all the details as well
in your envelope,
in the
won't
letter.
it?
And this gives you an idea of all the things. Sometimes you just think of rings, or you just think of, and you might be thinking it has to be okay and unbroken. Broken bits, one earring makes no odds.
And not just gold, it's all of the precious metals as well. When you think about the types of things we're talking about, it's such an array of items. This is just to give you some idea. It might be fashion pieces that you wore and wore and wore.
I think you'll recognise some of these and think, oh my goodness, yeah, I've got earrings like that. I've got one earring by the bed. I'll never find the other one. Get it sent in. You might have a bracelet that's broken, a necklace where you've only got the chain. It might even be a clasp off a necklace. Perhaps it was a pearl necklace, but you know that that clasp was gold. Send that in. Any bits of gold, anything that you think is gold. There's so many bracelets there that you think, oh my goodness, yeah, I've definitely got that bracelet.
And this, I mean, it could be items that you bought on holiday and you wore it and wore it and wore it, and then it's just not fashionable. Same with things like the bracelet that you see here. Like we said about broken items, just think about all those places where you could find bits of gold at home. It could be that bedside drawer, it could be your jewellery box, it could be that trinket tray that you've
There's
got.
a broken bracelet there, send it in. You probably haven't worn it for years. You're never going to get it mended. Honestly, whatever you've got, if it's things that you haven't worn forever, it could be money in your pocket. It could be buying you an afternoon tea. It could be taking you to the theatre. It could be taking you on a holiday. Charlie actually sent his gold in and he's going on a family holiday with the money that he got from Post Gold for Cash plus the extra 10%. Don't send in anything that's sentimental. If you've got sentimental things that you want to keep those. But all those bits that you don't bother with, or perhaps you have got some things that were, handed down to you, and you think, oh, it's not right that I send it in because someone left that to me. But you'll never wear it. Why not turn that into something that you would wear in their memory?
Could buy another piece of jewellery that every time you wear it, you think of the person who left you that original
Get their
piece.
name engraved in it.
Yeah. Charlie's story is brilliant. As he said, he inherited some jewellery, finally got round to sending it off to Post Gold for Cash. And you did the entire process, didn't you?
I did.
As a customer.
I did. Well, I had some bits that I inherited. They've been in a box in my parents' garage for ages, probably about 7 or 8 years. I finally got around to sorting it, but bits I inherited from a very close family friend, and I loved her to pieces. She was like an unofficial grandmother to me.
Right,
she was.
okay.
But I never actually remembered her wearing much jewellery. I remember her wearing like a little pearl necklace around Christmas time, but that was it. So I had all this jewellery, and I thought, will I miss this? And I thought, no, I didn't have much sentimental value to me. So I'd rather, let's get this off to Post Gold for Cash. And if I get money from it, I'll put it towards a family holiday. And of course
memories.
I did.
How great.
But I wanted
and
to.
she'll love that.
Well, this is it.
She?
Well, the place we're going to is a family holiday. It's a place called Abersock. We're going there in a few weeks. But it's where me and my family always used to go around about August without fail every year. And the lady who passed away, she came with us sometimes. So I thought, what a nice thing to put it towards, because what else? I don't know what else to spend on. I thought that would be really good, and she would love that. But I wanted to experience what you're going to experience at home. So I went onto the website, shopontv.co.uk, because I wanted that extra 10%.
Of course.
So I ordered the free pack. I got my stuff, literally a handful of it, got it out of the box, put it into the pouch, went to the post office, sent it, and then the next day they gave me a call with a very tasty offer. But this is all you've got to do. Request your free gold telly pack. It's all free. I cannot recommend this enough. It's all too good to be true. Pop your gold, all your precious metals into an envelope, take it to the post office, and it's so quick. It's special delivery.
So it's important when you go to the post office, you go to the counter.
You must go to the post office. That's what you do. Shall I go through what you get in the pack?
Yes,
please.
So basically, you get 4 items. So firstly, you get a letter. So if you order it now, Wednesday morning, you're going to get this tomorrow, Thursday morning. So you're going to get a letter. Give that a quick read. That just gives you a bit of information about Post Gold for Cash. Oh, and by the way, while I'm talking about the company, they are an established company. They've been going since 2009. They've got a rating on Trustpilot 4.7.
Really
They're rated
good, isn't it?
excellent.
Yeah.
So give the letter a quick read. You get a form to fill in. Just your details, your name, your address. They do ask you for your bank details, so your account number, your sort code. So that's so they can wire the money directly into your account if they make you an offer.
Great.
But if for whatever reason you don't want to give your bank details, you never have to throughout the whole process. Just tick cash and they'll send you literally cash in an envelope.
Okay.
There's like a £9 admin fee which they deduct from the valuation. But if you don't want to give your bank details, you never have to. And then in the envelope, you get this pouch. This is what you put your jewellery inside of. It doesn't have to be jewellery, anything that's gold, literally anything that's gold. It could be silver, it could be platinum, it could be palladium. But even if you're not an expert, if you have no idea if it's gold or not, it doesn't matter. It's a good enough reason to order your free pack. And if it's just one ring, put it in an envelope and send it. You might have a handful. You might cram this full of bits and pieces. And then just seal that up, and then you get a prepaid special delivery envelope. Put your goods in there with the form and you take it to your local post office. They'll give you a receipt, and what they actually do, guys, they weigh it there and then. And that's so that when the guys at Post Gold for Cash receive it, the first thing they do is weigh it their end just to make sure nothing's gone missing or tampered with. Absolutely right. And I've actually been down to the premises of Post Gold for Cash. There's security cameras everywhere. There's so many doors and codes you have to get through. It's ridiculous, but understandable. So when you take it to the post office, the next day you will get a call from the team at Post Gold for Cash. This is exactly what happened to me. I spoke to a lady called Sam, who we've seen in videos, and they gave me a call. They made me a very good offer. They then added on the extra 10% because I ordered the free pack directly through shopontv.co.uk. Of course, I accepted the offer. You don't have to, but I accepted the offer. And I got a lot of money
take a little
into
look.
my account.
I mean,
This is
look at
impressive.
that.
'Cause
How good is
What
this?
were you expecting, Charlie?
Okay,
Ballpark.
so there are some bits of gold here that I knew was gold. So, for example, we could talk about hallmarks if you want. On the rings, I think one was 22 carat, either 18 or 22 carat. Another one was 9 carat. There was a 9 carat gold cufflinks there. But there were some other bits of metal in there which I wasn't sure if it was gold
Or not.
or copper or something.
Okay.
I didn't know because I couldn't see a hallmark. But why not?
You don't need to know.
Send it in. Even if it doesn't turn out to be gold, at least you know. It's a free valuation you got here. So I've got, let's say there was a lot of gold on the left there, but I couldn't believe how much silver there was. There's bangled there, there's some little charms, quite a lot of sterling silver there. So
And you got money for that as well?
I got money for that as well. Wow. So they'll look to make you an offer on all precious metals. So gold, platinum, palladium, silver. This is silver and gold I had. So I actually sent in quite a bit more than that, but some of it did turn out to be junk. But I thought, there was a little clasp on one of them. I wasn't sure. You don't know. Because sometimes a hallmark could be rubbed off. If it's on a ring, it could have been cut and resized. The hallmark could have been lopped off, you know. You could have a piece of gold on a ring or an earring, for example, that was bought abroad. And there's different rules and regulations for hallmarking on different countries. But look, if you've got something that looks like it could be gold, Get your free pack, get it sent off to them, because you might be into a really good surprise here.
Well, that was a really good surprise for you.
Yeah,
Almost £3,000.
Well,
total.
she offered me on the phone because it's so exciting waiting for the call. Because in my head, I will be honest, I was
They love
thinking
it as well, don't they?
they love it
Yeah.
because I've seen them in their premises and they're so excited. They can't wait to make the phone call because people are blown away normally. In fact, actually, out of all the customers they've had over the years they've been going, did you know that 92% of the customers who are made an offer say yes, they accept the offer because people are genuinely so amazed of the amount
And
they
they
pay.
do great valuations, don't they?
They do, and actually, they look to. They will also price match too. So if you if you sent in your gold to another online scrap gold buyer, I think it's unlikely, but if they offered you more, they will price match for you too. So you've got complete peace of mind right there. But I've used them. I cannot recommend them enough. It's so exciting to wait for that phone call. But anyway, yeah, she called me, Sam. She offered me just over 2,600. I was bowled over. I couldn't believe it. I think I did a little skip. But then she said, but Charlie, wait.
Hold it, Charlie.
Hold it. Because you ordered your pack through Shop on TV, she added on an extra 10%. So I got an extra, say, £293.
Almost £300 extra.
£3,000.
Yeah, nearly £3,000.
Wow.
I was so blown away by it. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I put the money towards a festival I always wanted to go to with my girlfriend, and paid off the balance for a family holiday.
How
Brilliant.
great is that?
It is, and people have paid off vet bills. People have got their car fixed. People have. There was one lady recently who got quite a lot of money. It was enough to put on a party for her son's 21st.
Oh, brilliant.
Enough to buy him a present. There's my favourite story, which I've told before on the show. A lady bought flights to go to Australia so that she could meet her grandchildren for the very first time.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
With the money that she'd
with the
got.
money she got
That's
from Post Gold for
amazing.
Cash.
Gold that's just laying around.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But if you're sat at home and you think you've got gold, that if you need cash now and you've got gold lying around that's got no sentimental value, order your free pack. Because if you get it to the post office before it shuts on Thursday, they'll have it at Post Gold for Cash down south on Friday. And if they make you an offer, you'll have money in your account this Friday.
I mean, that sounds crazy, doesn't it?
It's that
But
quick if you want it to
can
be.
I think they're
that quick.
the couple of things
Yeah.
that surprise people, how quick the process can be, and then the amount that they get offered.
So we're Wednesday morning right now. So you will get your pack sent Wednesday. So you'll receive it Thursday. And then if you actually then put your gold into the envelope, take it to the post office, you take it into the post office, your prepaid envelope, you hand it over the counter, they weigh it, they give you a receipt for it. Then Friday, you could be getting that call. And if you say, God, I couldn't believe it's that much, yes, please, and an extra 10%, and that could be in your account that day. If you want to be as quick as that running man, but you can be more laid back.
You don't have
to. If you
to.
don't want to be that fast, you pop it into the envelope as and when you're ready, take it to the post. Your envelope is going to guarantee that you have got that extra 10%. That's why you need to order that envelope right now, either on the phones or on the website.
And so many reasons to choose Post Gold for Cash as well. As Charlie was saying, so well established. It's a fast and easy service. You're going to send the gold for free. Everything's free, remember. Free pack, free postage, free valuation, and free returns if you decide it's not right for you. It's such an easy process. You either go to our phones, our regular phone number, 03333 241 241, or you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to our website homepage, right there, big banner, Post Gold for Cash. It's so popular, even our producers just ordered one. When you scroll down, you can see it talks you through the entire process we talk about here.
Yeah, it's great, that page. Anything you forget, it's there. As soon as you think, well, actually, I've got nothing to lose at all, click onto one of the banners to go through to get your free actual gold selling pack. Pop it into your basket and then check your basket out. If you're shopping with us for the first time, you can check out as a guest, but it's always good to sign up with us, and in the future, you can watch us every single night and you might want to order with us again. So it's easier then to order. It's entirely up to you, but just check your basket through. There will be no cost at all. There's no cost for the pack. There's no cost for postage. And even if you decide it's a free valuation, and if you decide it's not as much as you would like, They'll even send your gold back for free as well. So if you change your mind and think, no, actually, they'll send it back for free. So you've got nothing to lose, but get the envelope right now so you get that extra 10%. That will guarantee that you've got that. That envelope is your extra money.
That extra 10%. Who wouldn't love
Look
an
after
extra
that
10%?
envelope.
And there's so many reasons that you should choose Post Gold for Cash. And like I say, Hayley and I worked with the team on that first show. Let's take a little look and see the team again. But if you're sat at home watching and thinking, oh, I think I might have heard of this company, why do you think you should use Post Gold for Cash? Well, let's show you exactly why. Because it's a fast and no obligation service. And you're sending the gold for free, Sam, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. 100% free.
So you send us this great pack, which is a little letter. It gives us an idea as well, the items we could buy and you don't buy. There's a little form to fill in. And then we've got a little envelope.
Would you like me to show you how to use the envelope?
Yes, please.
Would that help?
Yes.
So I have one here.
What we do at home.
Okay, so when you're at home, you got to obviously keep your letter to one side. That gives you all your information.
So that tells you, and it gives you tips on there.
Yes, it does. It will also guide you as to what we do and don't accept.
Great.
Just a little few more notes on that.
Great.
It's really important. Fill out the form.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
this is the way we can contact you. Telephone number, email address, obviously payment options. Go for bank, and for example, you order a pack this morning. Yeah. I'm going to acknowledge it's morning. Order a pack this morning. If you receive that pack tomorrow on Wednesday, if you happen to get it in the post to us Wednesday, we'll have it Thursday. We could have that money in the bank for you Thursday afternoon. Okay?
Wow.
So make sure we have those details. Okay. Bottom bit here, we will fill in. Okay.
Okay.
So fold that up.
So we fill that in and we put that in the envelope with our gold.
Yep. So you've got your gold. So for example, I'll pop a couple of bits in here. Okay, you seal it up. You put it in with your form. Oh. You get it in the envelope. Okay, seal it up and take it to the post office. Okay,
Now, this is important, isn't it? It has to go to the post office counter.
Okay, because they will give you proof of posting. Okay, it will validate the insurance and also give you a tracking number so you know when we've received it.
Fantastic.
Okay?
Great.
All right. The other thing to remember is when we've sent it out to you, down here, there will be a little sticker with some brief details and also a reference number for you, just down here.
Okay.
So, on the odd occasion where customers forget to pop this in,
Oh, you have.
we've
That's
got a way of
clever.
finding them. Okay,
Yes.
so don't panic. It happens all the time. I always tell people you're not the first, you won't be the last, but try to pop it in. But if not, we'll find you.
And then what happens when it gets delivered to you?
When it gets delivered to us, okay, so it's delivered by obviously secure postal service. Comes in now. Before we open your pack, before we do anything else, we weigh it. Okay.
Okay.
And what that does is when you've got your receipt from the post office, you'll have a weight on it.
so you know
So-
it's the same.
Exactly. So we know it's the same.
So
So
it
we
matches.
write that onto the grey silver envelope. Okay. All packs are dealt with individually, so they are logged in, which means we just put sort of reference numbers, things like that on it, check the items in there, and then it'll come across to me.
They're
It'll
a
come across to
fabulous
me.
team. They're so excited. They're as excited as you to actually get your gold, to value it, to give you that valuation. And of course, if you're ordering via us, to give you a little bit extra as well. If you have just joined us, it's great to have your company. It's all about Post Gold for Cash this morning, and we're massively busy.
Yeah, hundreds of you have already gone for the offer, and I can understand why, because everything's free for you. And so you are working directly through our website or our phone number, but we're working directly with Post Gold for Cash to bring you an exclusive offer. And that exclusive offer, well, there's so many bonuses as part of the offer that we've got for you. As we say, everything's free. You're going to order a free, no obligation gold selling pack. It's about your unwanted gold, isn't it?
That's it. Anything you haven't worn for years or that's laying about. Perhaps you've got an odd earring. Perhaps you've got a mangled bangle, a broken bracelet. Anything gold or that's similar to gold or precious metals, you can put into the envelope that we're going to send you. And that envelope that you're sending for is completely free of charge. Now, then you get free postage. We'll send it to you for free, and then you'll be able to send it to Post Gold for Cash with your golden bits and pieces in free of charge. And then they'll give you a free valuation, which is fantastic. And then if you think, well, that valuation isn't enough, and it's usually the complete opposite. Everyone's like, I can't believe they offered me so much. You have got free returns. So if you decide that isn't the right amount, it wasn't what you expected, they will return your gold for free. And if you accept the valuation, which the majority of people do, as Charlie was telling us, you will automatically go into 3 prize draws.
Yeah, not 1, not 2, but 3 prize draws. The first one is an ITV1 STV exclusive with a chance to win a £500 cash. The second, a further prize draw to win a £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And the third, you'll go into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. So as soon as you accept your valuation, you go into those 3 prize draws. You can check out all the terms and conditions on the website, and that includes the closing dates that you can see there on screen. When it comes to the actual valuation, so many people are blown away by the speed of the service, but also the amounts they're offered.
And don't forget, they'll value your envelope, your gold, your precious metals. And because you bought your envelope, well, you didn't buy it actually because it's all free. Because you got your envelope via us here on Shop on TV, they'll actually add on top. They're going as fast as that tonight. They'll actually add on top an extra 10% on top of the valuation they've given you. And that is because you're ordering via us here on Shop on TV. We're working alongside Post Gold for Cash with this exclusive. Which means, like Sean was saying, we've got a few ideas of what you could send in, and it'll give you some ideas of the valuations that some people have. But if you ordered with our envelope, you're going to add on an extra 10%.
And the great thing is that you probably won't have a clue of the amount. So take a look at that first one on the left-hand side, that bracelet, a single bracelet. The valuation was £456. However, if you'd have done that through our Shop on TV offer, you'd get an extra 10% on there.
So that would be over £500.
Yeah.
Because you've got that extra 10% because you've ordered your envelope via us, and you got that envelope free of charge. You got your valuation free of charge, and you got an extra 10%. So if you've got just one bracelet, send one bracelet in. The ring there, £161, but actually, and they round up, you'd get an extra £17 for that ring. But
that single gold band.
You might not know whether that ring is 9 carat gold, or actually, if it's more than 9 carat gold. Have a look. That one, it looks thinner. It looks less. But because it's 22 carat gold, that one's worth 560. So you just don't know what your gold is worth.
But again, from 567, you add on another £57 to that. So way in excess of £600 you're looking at. You add on an extra 10% because of our exclusive offer.
And the first one, £1,642. And that's a mixture of bits and pieces. That's what I would send in. Just find all the odd bits you've got, an odd earring, bracelet. It doesn't matter if it's broken, send it in. But actually, again, you'd get an extra 10% on that value. This is what you're getting ordering via us. So you'd get an extra £165 on top of what your gold is worth because you're getting your pack via us here on Shop on TV. That is the TV exclusive.
Now, the one thing that people think about, is it safe to post my gold? Well, with Post Gold for Cash, everything is insured. So the whole process is brilliant. First of all, you've got end-to-end tracking. You've got next working day delivery, secure delivery, and like I was saying, full insurance protection. And that's up to £750, isn't it, Charlie?
So that's automatically what you get covered for. But do you know what? If, let's say, you think your goods are worth more than the automatic £750, you can increase the insurance to the maximum £2,500, and that's an extra £10 to do that. But the good thing is, once you send your goods, if they make you an offer, they will add on the money you spent on insurance, so you don't miss out on that anyway. If for whatever reason you don't accept the offer, they will return your goods at the same level of insurance that you originally sent it, so you got complete peace of mind right there. But so there you go, you can see all of this is optional. If you want to increase insurance, you can do. Just speak to the person behind the counter at the post office.
We're always going to the post office counter, aren't we?
Always go to the post office counter, absolutely right. But you know what? You're always in control of this. It's end-to-end tracking. It's signed for by a person, so it's handed to a person at the other end at Post Gold for Cash. So this is all about giving you complete peace of mind. But at the end of the day, when you speak to them, you're dealing with a company that's so well established.
No, that's
They've been
really
doing this since
important.
2009.
They were one of the very
2009.
first, weren't they?
That's
one of
right.
the very first. And the team, their knowledge between them in gold is phenomenal.
They are
isn't it?
enthusiasts, absolute gold enthusiasts. And actually other precious metals, because don't forget, you can also send in your silver, your platinum or palladium. But you know what, can we just talk about how they value your gold? Is that right? Because
Yes.
lots of people do ask, well, how do they know what to offer
Well,
you?
the thing is, sometimes things don't have hallmarks.
Yes.
Sometimes you can look at something and, though I don't know what it means, I'm like, oh, that looks like a hallmark.
Yeah.
I guess it's gold.
Well, we're going to show you
But
that in a minute.
Some things haven't got hallmarks.
That's right.
So you'd think, well, how do they know what that
How
would
do they
be?
know what the metal is?
Yeah.
Well, they use something called an X-ray analyzer, all right?
Right.
And I've actually got one down here. This is an old one.
Wow.
The ones they've got are really, really high tech. These cost about £20,000,
Oh,
right?
just
so
£20,000.
if let's just a small, it costs them about £2 or £3 grand a year to get it serviced as well. By the way, they've got a few of these.
They have several, yeah.
This is it. So if you've got like a charm or I don't know, a cufflink or a ring or one earring and there's no hallmark, how do they know the purity? Okay, so they just hold up the item, they pull the trigger, and on their screen it gives them an accurate reading of every single metallic element
so it
in
breaks
that
it
item.
down.
So it breaks
Wow.
it down. So they look at three things really when they're looking to make you an offer. So they look at the purity of gold, as we know is measured in carat. Again, you don't need to know this. You might have a ring, using it as an example. You might see a number 9 on there, 9K, that's 9 carat. You may also see 375, which is 9 carat gold as a percentage.
Right.
Because the carat system is based on a 24-part system. So if you imagine that as a fraction, 9 parts over 24, that equates to 37.5%. Yeah.
Right.
So you don't need to worry about any of this. This is just really if you're interested. But it could be 18 carat. That's very, very popular in the UK too, mainly for wedding rings, that sort of thing. Back in the day, maybe your grandmother or great-great-grandmother, it could be 22 carat gold. You know.
And then the higher the carat, obviously, the more the worth, isn't
Absolutely.
it? But we don't know that. And actually,
You don't need to know that,
On that
no.
first show that we did with Sam and Steve, they got us to try and guess, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
They weren't
yeah.
very good.
And we were pretty rubbish. Really.
But you don't need to be an expert.
So
No,
you at home, if you're looking thinking, oh, I won't send that in because they'll think I'm daft because it might not be gold, pop it in that envelope,
Yeah.
send it in with your other bits and pieces and your other bits of gold. If in doubt, pop it in the envelope and let them see, because they will know if there is any precious metal in there. They'll know if it's gold. We were visually absolutely rubbish.
We were just generally rubbish, to be fair.
We tried very hard, but, well, you'll see. We failed. So if in doubt, pop it in the envelope.
You've got the odd earrings and rings. Stones missing. Perfect. Send it in. Back of a watch. Something like
Could
that.
we move that?
Can I
that
just
very
grab that out
technical
your
gun?
way?
We'll talk you through that
It's a
in a moment. Lovely.
You've obviously got white gold, yellow gold. There is no difference. It's just the colour. So the
Okay.
gold content would still be either 9, 14, 18. That's still the same. So the colour makes no odds. I mean, for example, this little box here, what do you think that may well be worth? I mean,
It's a little
few bits
treasure
and
trove
bobs.
there, isn't
I
it?
don't know. It's really tricky, isn't it?
Because I don't think a lot of people realise how valuable gold is.
No.
And that constant, well, it's been constant, the way it's gone up and up
Yeah.
and up, hasn't it? And we'll show you examples of that as we go through. So you want us to guess
I want you to guess.
the
Let's make it
value of
fun.
this box.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to go £300. Higher or lower, Hayley? Higher or lower for the game?
Oh, I'm gonna go higher.
Okay, where are you going?
Oh, have I got to pick a number? I
Yeah.
thought I
Yep.
could just go higher and win. I'm gonna
Is that
go
a few
425.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's very precise.
300, 425.
Okay, so
Have we got
grab
a reveal?
a little
big
reveal there.
in here.
You ready?
Dun, dun, dun. Can't turn it around.
Sorry.
Can't get hold of it. Oh, hang on. Approximately
Wow.
£750 worth.
But do you know the best thing is if we sent that to you via Shop on TV, doing your order, getting your free pack, that would be more than 750.
This would give you 10%
10%
more.
extra.
Yes, because
Another,
they've got
another £75.
another £75 on top.
So it'd go from 750 to 825. That's our exclusive deal. Remember, you're going to get an extra 10% on the valuation of whatever you send.
And remember, you're ordering on our website, or you can order on our phones like normal. You need to pop it in the website into your basket, check your basket out as if you were ordering something. but it's completely free,
Free pack,
of charge.
free postage, free valuation, and free returns if you don't accept the valuation.
That's fantastic.
Where should we go? Where should we go?
Okay, so we've got some around the front here. So there's just,
Okay.
just a little single gold ring sat there
Okay.
in the
Ah,
drawer,
yes.
doing nothing.
Okay.
What do we think?
I'm thinking £100.
Oh gosh.
I should pick it
It's
up.
quite thick,
Oh,
isn't it? It's
now I'm
quite
thinking
thick.
more than £100.
Yeah, I'm going to go, I don't know,
Should probably
200.
smell it.
200.
Smell it? No. Is that a thing?
Shall I try it on? 200.
Okay, I said 100.
Okay, you ready?
Changed my mind.
No way.
£500?
For one item?
For one item, yeah.
And is that because of the weight?
And because
of
of
it?
the grade.
Yeah.
Right.
Quality.
That is a higher grade of gold. So the purity of gold within it is higher. That's 22 carat gold.
Wow.
Now, quite often, sort of your grandparents, they would often have 22 carat.
Gosh, £500.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll just look after
Oh
that.
no, you that one. Wow. And
Okay.
one more thing, what else?
Okay, so then we've got this one. Now, this is unhallmarked.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So,
So people might think,
well, should I send it? You know, how do I know what it is?
Yes.
So obviously we test it. We have the magical little gun that
gun
we
you
have
showed us.
moved casually off the table. So we would use that to test this. If anything comes in unhallmarked, okay, so it's like an X-ray, and it will determine what the contents of the gold is within the item. So that's a high grade of gold. It's just a few items, isn't it?
okay, I'm
So,
going to go.
I mean, it's really pretty, but I would probably look at that and think probably it wasn't real gold. So you just don't know, do you?
Exactly.
So, price wise, don't, how much?
I didn't guess.
Because I would think that wasn't proper gold. Oh my word, there's another zero.
Kept coming, look.
Wow.
2,500. So you could be so pleasantly
And then you get an
surprised.
extra 10%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that £250 extra?
Yes.
It
Oh
is.
my word.
And that's the reaction we get from our customers
I
when we call them
bet.
back.
Oh, lovely. We've
And
got
it's
it.
like the conversations we have are incredible.
I bet it's really
With the
satisfying.
gratitude and the
excitement.
excitement, because it's the thought of what we can now do with that cash. It's recycled that precious metal.
Yeah.
And what can we do now?
They are just as excited
So
as you. And when you get
excited.
that valuation, what are you going to spend that money on? It could be a treat. We don't treat ourselves so much now because everything in life is so expensive.
Well, it's just the
That-
necessities,
it's
isn't it?
spare money, and it could be just laying around bits of gold that you've got in a shoebox in the roof or in a jewellery box and you've not worn it for years. It could be money in your pocket. But do it via us here on Shop on TV. We're working alongside Post Gold for Cash, but doing it via us, we do have a few TV exclusives.
Yes, some real extras. So, first of all, got to point out again that everything is free. It's a free, no obligation gold selling pack. So, it's a free pack, free postage, a free valuation, and free returns if you decide that the price isn't for you. But a bonus is an extra 10% on top of that valuation. So if it's £1,000, you're going to get 1,100.
I mean, that is incredible, isn't it? So that's why you want to do this right now. Everything is absolutely free. The extra 10% you need to make sure that you get the envelope today, so you've got that extra 10% added onto your valuation. But then, if you accept the valuation, and if you decide not to, remember they will send your gold back for free as well. But most people say, I didn't think it'd be worth so much, and you've got an extra 10%. You'll automatically go into 3 prize draws when you accept your valuation.
First one is an ITV1 STV live show special, chance to win £500 cash. The second one is a further prize draw to win a £500 credit to spend here at Shop on TV. And then you'll also go into a third prize draw, which is Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. You can check out all the terms and conditions on the website, and that includes the closing dates on those competitions. But as soon as you accept the valuation and you take that money from Post Gold for Cash, you'll go into those prize
And it can
draws.
be as quick as you having the money in your account by Friday. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but that is the truth. If you order today, so that's Wednesday, you'll get your pack tomorrow, so that's Thursday. And then if you get that sent off to the post office on Thursday, you're going to take it into the post office. They're going to give you a receipt. They're going to weigh it. Your receipt is your insurance. You could actually have a phone call on Friday telling you the valuation.
This Friday.
Plus,
Yes,
this Friday.
this
plus
Friday.
your 10%. And it could be in your account by this Friday.
They could transfer the money there and then. I mean, it's a brilliant service. Lots of people talk about how fast the service is, how good the service is, and how much more money that Post Gold for Cash actually offer them. Remember, you just got to send for that pack, and in that pack is all the information that you need. It talks you through everything on that letter, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's foolproof. The letter gives you loads of information, and there's also gives you ideas of what you can and can't send in. There's a telephone number there. If you've got any questions, ring up. They answer the phones.
You can talk to
There's
a person
that answers. You've got a form to fill in. That's just your details. And there you can fill your bank details in, or if you would rather have cash, they will actually send you cash, but there will be a charge for that. Or if you'd rather have a cheque, they'll send a cheque. You've got your little envelope on top there, like the spongy.
The foam, yeah.
Envelope. Put your items of gold and precious metals into that, and then you slide that into your prepaid special delivery envelope, which you're then going to take to the post office. That is all free. You take it to the post office, it's free to send. And remember, the valuation will be free. And if you're not happy with the valuation, they'll even return your gold for free. Now, we were saying how quick it can be. You don't have to dash and get everything done on Thursday. As long as you've ordered your envelope with us right now,
your pace, yeah.
that's your 10%. That's going to make sure you get that extra 10% as and when you send it in.
And everything's insured, remember, so you don't have to worry about sending your gold. If you're confused about what you can and what you can't send, there'll be a guide in your envelope. You can go on the website, but here, this runs you through everything. Because it's not just gold as well, is it, Charlie?
Absolutely right, guys. Anything that's gold, anything that's silver, platinum or palladium. This isn't limited to this list, by the way. So they do accept gold coins, earrings, necklaces, chains, bracelets, bangles. I mean, it could be a broken ring. Maybe you've lost a gemstone from the ring, or a broken watch strap. That sort of thing's perfect. But yeah, pendants, rings, brooches, and yes, all other precious metals. They don't accept the items on the left, but if you accidentally send one of those, please don't worry. Just order
you
your
might
free
put some
pack.
gold plated in without knowing.
Not knowing.
Exactly. How would you know?
But yeah, that's it. Pop it in because it might be gold.
'Cause it
if
might
you don't
be.
know. That's it.
It's a
Absolutely.
free valuation at the end of the day, so please take advantage of this. And if you could do some extra cash this week, you could have it as soon as Friday if
That's
they make you an offer.
bonkers,
That's
But, well,
fabulous.
if let's say, I know you might even have had a conversation with a family. Do you know what? During the summer holidays, we're going to get in that attic and clear through all that stuff. Now could be a really, really good time to do that. But order your pack now, whilst we're here live, whilst we got this offer on. If you want to get it in quick, then you can do. But it's just incredible what you might have at home. You never know what's collecting dust in the attic. It could be something that's fallen out of fashion. Do you know what? They do get wedding rings. Sad as it is, maybe it's a marriage that didn't work out. Yes, they do get a lot of wedding rings. Sad, but maybe you don't want that anymore. Maybe it's just that old earring. And by the way, they do look to make you an offer on diamonds too. So
Okay.
it needs to be a 1/4 carat diamond or more. So it's probably Mike who's their expert with that kind of thing. So he'll be looking at that for you. But they're such an established team. They'll be looking at all of these items for you. So this is just a few examples of what you might have.
I think there's
at
lots
home.
of things here that you might recognise and think, oh my goodness, I had one of those
Yeah.
years ago. Where is
Yeah.
it? Where did I
I've got
see
one
that
of
last?
those,
I've got
yeah.
one of those. And you'll think, oh, and I haven't worn it for years. That could be money in my bank account.
Yeah,
that could
just
be
sat there.
That could
Yeah.
be paying a bill. That could be buying something special.
These
There's some
bracelets,
and
yeah.
some of those are broken. It doesn't matter if it's broken. It might be a bit of a gold watch. The back of a gold watch. A bit of gold. It might be a clasp that's come off a pearl necklace. And you think, well, I do think that might be gold. Pop that into the envelope as well. So it doesn't have to be full pieces. It can be
Doesn't matter if they're broken
No.
or damaged.
a mangled bangle.
Yeah, old-fashioned pieces that you wore and wore and wore, and then they just went out of fashion. It's types of necklaces, types of jewellery that you just don't wear anymore. So pop them all in the envelope. Get that exclusive offer. Get that extra 10% on your offer as well.
Yeah, remember, ordering via us. You can go to Post Gold for Cash direct, and they give fantastic valuations. But remember, if you order your envelope via us here on Shop on TV, they'll give you that fantastic valuation. But because you got the envelope with us, our exclusive is you will get an extra 10% added on top. And you go into 3 prize draws as well. So it's a win-win situation.
And there's no risks. Just go to our
Everything's
website or
free.
our phones because everything is free. We've talked about examples and we're going to take a look at some more examples just to give you an idea what you can send in. We're going to look at some examples and we'll go to those 3 examples that you laid out for us. Now Sam did get us to guess what the value was. On
I think
these
I can
items.
guess now.
I think we'll do quite well
I think we
now.
might get it right now.
But-
So we looked at this.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great little bag to send. If you can send a few bits, you can send just one item. But I think it's nice to have a little nosy round and send a few bits in. And what sort of stuff have we got in here?
So, I mean, we're looking at, onyx rings. They're-
oh gosh, yeah.
You mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
didn't you,
absolutely.
Steve, and they're very much.
I remember mine had a stone in and I lost the stone very early on.
Right.
There's been so many sort of gold rings that have been popular for so long and then they go out of fashion.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You've got white gold, so that's still gold. That's still 9 carat gold. It's just white.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, signet rings. It's pretty traditional. You often you sort of your grandparents would have a signet ring on the little finger,
yeah.
or use that as a wedding ring. So it doesn't look like there's that much there really. And obviously, if I was making you guess again as to how much it was worth,
Well, we guessed, I think, what did you guess?
wasn't it 2?
I think
3 and
did you say
I said
2?
3, I think, and
Oh,
you
did
said
3 and 4, I think.
Right, okay,
Something like
3 and
that.
4, we were
way out.
we were rubbish.
700.
Should have added it together, really, because you will get an extra 10% on top of that. So if that was your bag, they would normally ring up and say £750 is what it's worth. Would you like that money? Would you like to accept it? And you can say yes or no. If you say no, they'll send it back for free. But actually, they'll add on another £75 because you are getting your sort of postage pack via us here on Shop on TV, because we've got an exclusive where you'll get an extra 10% on the value.
So another £75 takes it to 825. Have I got that right? Yes.
All right, that sounds about right.
Call me countdown.
Easy maths right there.
Carol.
Carol.
So that extra 10%, no matter what the value is to your envelope. And we've got another example. This one blew me away because this is just a single
Visually,
gold
just
band.
looking at that, again, you'd think, well, it won't be, it's a gold. I think it's gold. I think it's got a hallmark. I think it's gold. It doesn't matter as long as, send it in, even if it hasn't got a hallmark, if you think it's gold. You're looking at that thinking, yeah, it's a band. What do you think about... I think, did we guess about 100?
I think I said 100, yeah.
Quite low with it, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, we were, yeah. Yeah, but it's a gold band. I wouldn't think
Not
it was. But it doesn't matter that it's not fancy and it's all singing and dancing. It's gold. And when you touch that
It does,
and feel the weight,
yeah.
you do think, well, actually, it's
got
quite a
something to it.
hefty gold. So what price was this, Sam?
Okay, so you're looking in the region of £500.
For one item.
Around £500
Of course,
for that.
for you today, and obviously these are just ideas, and it would be £550 because you got an extra 10% on top of that.
So with our exclusive offer, an
obviously-
extra 10%
Yeah.
and 3 prize
And obviously,
draws.
it's not going to be every gold ring that's going to be £500. It's all down to the weight and the gold. What
The
gold
grade.
is that?
So that's 22 carat gold.
Oh,
So
right.
the purity is much higher than, say, the 9 carat gold that we've got here.
Okay.
And sometimes you just don't know, so pop it into
We
that envelope.
wouldn't know, would
no,
we?
and so many people are so very pleasantly surprised when they get that valuation. But remember, they'll give you that valuation.
We'll share some reviews
plus
with you later,
An
yeah.
extra 10%. And then think about what that money could be doing for you. Whether that is paying a boring bill, but that bill's sorted, or whether that's a nice treat for the family or for you and your partner.
Hundreds of you have already gone for the offer that we've got for you. Remember, there are exclusives as part of the offer. I think this is why we're so busy. It's lovely to have your company. It's lovely to have Post Gold for Cash here with us, and that they've done us these exclusives.
Yeah, because it is, you could go to Post Gold for Cash, you've probably seen their adverts, and they'll give you a great valuation. They're known for that. But remember, we have got a complete exclusive, which gives you an extra 10%, and you go into 3 prize draws. So remember, first of all, everything is free. So even if you're thinking, I'm not sure if I got any gold, I think I did see a few bits and pieces. Order your pack, because your pack is completely free of charge. There's no obligation at all. So you'll get your free gold selling pack. You've got free postage to send it to you, but you've also got a prepaid free postage special delivery envelope to send your gold or your precious metals into Post Gold for Cash. They'll value it for free. And then most people are like, I didn't expect it to be that much. But if you're like, no, I thought it'd be more, they'll actually give you free returns as well. So if you want your gold back, they will send your gold back. So you've got nothing to lose. But when they give you that valuation, that next line is the biggest line.
An extra 10% on top of your valuation. So if it was £500, you're going to get 550 bonus. If it's £1,000, you get 1,100. What a bonus. But on top of that, you're also going to go into 3 prize draws. As soon as you accept the valuation, you'll go into these prize draws that you see here. An ITV1 STV live show special, that's £500 cash. You've also got a further prize draw where you could win a £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And a third prize draw, you'll also go into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. Terms and conditions apply. You can check out those on the website, and you'll also see all the closing dates there as well. But it's really important to do it now. Hundreds of you have already taken advantage
One of our
today.
absolutely busiest nights with Post Gold for Cash. And honestly, you can't lose because it's all absolutely free. But it's a really good time to do this as well.
Well, Charlie was explaining why it's so good to do it now.
It really is, because if you've been waiting for that moment, I honestly think now is the moment. I think Post Gold for Cash, I think they've had one of the busiest years they've had. And the reason is the live price of gold. Now, if you were to look at the live price of gold, which is actually set twice a day, compared to this time last year, it's gone up by about 22%. So to give you an example, if you said to some gold to be valued last July for £1,000, if you held on to it and sent it in now, it would be 1,220-ish, give or take.
Nice.
Right.
So the point I'm making is, if you've got gold sat in the back of the drawer, back of the wardrobe, in the attic, and you've been waiting for that moment, now is the time to order your pack and get it sent in because of the live price of gold. And essentially, guys, that's what they look at, the guys at Post Gold for Cash, when they look to make you an offer. They look at purity, so the carat, they look at the weight, so how much gold, obviously, and they look at the live price of gold, and they look at the live price of gold on the actual day. Because it's set every single day, Monday to Friday. So you can be sure, rest assured at home, that the price you're offered is bang up to date, to the day. So it's really, really good for peace of mind, that. But don't wait any longer, because the price of gold does fluctuate. It has done. It may go up, it may go down. Nobody quite knows. It reflects the global supply and demand, or gold, the price. But the point making is, it's gone up by about 22% compared to this time last year. So if you're waiting for that moment, now is the absolute time. I can't stress that
And the
enough.
great thing is, because you're getting a free valuation.
It's all free, yeah.
And
yeah.
if you think, well, I thought it would be more, they'll actually return your gold for free.
This is it.
So you've got nothing to lose, have you? Get
nothing
it in
to
and
lose.
see what it's worth.
You're always in control. You're always in the driving seat. So if they make you an offer, if you accept it, great, you'll have money in your account that same day. I had it by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It might be by 4 or 5. But if for whatever reason you don't want to accept it, absolutely fine. They will return your gold for free. So you've ordered your free pack. It's free to send it. It's free to get it valued. And if you don't accept the offer, then it's free to get it back. You just might as well. If you're curious how much, even just a little charm on an old bracelet, if you're just curious how much that's worth,
Might be a bit of a
send that one
broken
thing in.
brooch,
It might be that.
you
Might be
know.
one. It might be a whole handful of stuff that you and your family have got over the years. That's a good enough reason to order your free pack and get it sent in. I can sit here and confidently say that I have used Post Gold for Cash. I am one of their customers. I've used them and they are brilliant. They're so friendly, they're so knowledgeable, and I couldn't believe with the amount I received. And I received it quickly, because you might need extra cash this week.
Yeah.
You know, and I wouldn't. None of us are asking you, of course, to send in stuff that's got sentimental value. Of course not. Keep that. But if you've got stuff lying around you don't need or you don't want, get it sent in. You could have money into your account as quick as this Friday. By Friday.
I mean,
but
it's
if you don't want,
absolutely crazy.
if you're not in a hurry, then still order your pack now, because in a few weeks or a few months' time, you might come across something when you're sorting bits out in the attic.
Yeah.
But get your pack now. You can get it in quickly if you want, or you can just put it in a drawer knowing you've got it.
You're getting the pack right now from us. We'll make sure that you will get the extras that you get ordering via us here on Shop on TV. If you have just joined us, it is all about Post Gold for Cash. It's all about your unwanted gold turning into money in your pocket. And that could be, money in your account. If you're quick by Friday, it's entirely up to you. But ordering your pack right now will guarantee you these special extras.
And they are exclusives. First of all, as Charlie was just saying, as we say throughout the show, there's no obligation, because you're going to order that free, no obligation gold selling pack. That's your first step, whether it's through our website or our phones. We'll show you that in just a moment. Once you've done that, well, it's not going to cost you anything. Your free pack, your free postage, your free valuation. And if you decide it's not as much as you would have hoped, it's also free returns on your gold.
So you've got absolutely nothing to order your pack right now, even if you're not quite sure. I think I have got some gold somewhere. Order your pack. You've got that 10% then, because the pack's ordered. Now, if you accept the valuation, you will automatically go into 3 prize draws. And that could be extra money coming your way.
Yeah, because you'll automatically be entered if you win any of these. Well, the first one is a £500 cash with us here at Shop on TV, an ITV1 STV exclusive. The second is chance to win £500 credit to spend with us at Shop on TV. And the third, you'll also go into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. All the terms and conditions on the website, and you will see the closing dates there as well. The biggest bonus of all, though, is that extra 10%, because if your valuation is £500, you won't get that. You'll get 550. If it's £1,000, you won't get that. You'll get 1,100. Whatever the valuation, Post Gold for Cash, because you've gone through us here at Shop on TV, will add on an additional 10%.
And when you look at what people have sent in the past, we've got some examples, perhaps just to make you think, oh gosh, I could just send a bracelet in. Well, that one bracelet, £456, because sometimes we just don't know it, and it's 9 carat gold. Would you know it was worth that? But it was worth that. But actually, had they sent it in the envelope that you'll receive from us today, they'd actually get an extra £46 added on top. So that would have been over £500 for one bracelet. But the ring there, £161. But again, sending it in the envelope that you're ordering right now, you'll get an extra £17.
Yeah, it's just that simple gold band, but still worth £161. However, because of a difference in the carat of the gold on this one, it looks thinner. It looks like less gold.
If you saw the two, you'd think this would be worth less. But actually, no, this is why we say pop it in the envelope. Just get that valuation, because that gold ring is actually worth £567. But again, send it in your envelope that you're ordering right now, and you would get another £57. I love the mixture in the other picture, 1,642, a bit of everything in there. So they've weighed the gold, they've checked the gold, they've got the valuation. But remember, if you were sending something in worth £1,642 in the envelope you're ordering from us right now, they would add on another £165.
Yes, please. What a bonus that is.
Absolutely.
Now, remember to go directly through our phones or our website. 0333 241 241 is the phone number. Operators there waiting to take your call. I'll go to our website, shopontv.co.uk. When you do that, you'll see there's a big banner on the main homepage. You just click on that banner and it will take you through. I love this section because it literally talks you through everything you need to know, everything you'll hear on the show. As you scroll down, it'll give you all the information that you need to know. It'll show you how to sell your gold in a few easy steps. And as you are scrolling down there, you'll see those little pinky red banners, order my free gold selling pack. It's very important. It's like you're making a purchase, isn't it?
Yeah, but everything's free. You'll find it's £0. The postage is £0. But what you do is you add it into your basket, and then you do check your basket out. Make sure you check your basket out, and then that is your pack ordered. There's no cost to you at all. Remember, you can check out as a regular customer. If you're a new customer, it's great to have your company as well. You can check out as a guest if you want to, but always good to sign up with us, and then it's easy to check out in the future. It's entirely up to you, but check your basket through. It will cost you absolutely nothing. And then have a little nosy round, because you could have lots of bits. My mum's got loads of dishes of all sorts, and we had to sort through like one earring, and that could be,
that might be
gold, or a broken brooch, that might be gold. Pop it into the envelope, and get that valuation. And remember, that valuation is free. And if you decide you don't want to sell your goods, if it's not as much as you hoped, they'll even return your gold for free as well. So you can't go wrong, really, at all.
It's so busy when we do these shows. Tonight's show,
It's
hundreds of you
crazily busy.
have already gone for the offer, which is exclusive. Like we said, the extra 10%, the prize draws. Charlie brings us such a great story when it comes to Post Gold for Cash, because you've become really involved.
I've used them. And do you know what? Can I just say, this is one of the busiest shows we've had, I think.
It might be,
This is so busy. I'm so pleased people are taking advantage of this. But yeah, I can honestly say that I have used Post Gold for Cash. It was about 6 weeks ago where I sent in gold that I inherited. It was in a box in my parents' garage for about 7 years.
So that money's been sat there.
Sat there.
All
And
sat
there might have
there.
been times when you were desperate for that money and it was sat in the garage.
Absolutely right, you know. But you know what? I'm pleased I waited till now
Yeah.
because of the price of gold.
Yes.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I'm pleased I waited this long because the price of gold this year has been brilliant. And where we are now, so if you look from July last year to now, the price of gold's gone up by about 22%, give or take.
Wow.
So it's a good time to get it in.
Yeah.
Who knows where it's going to go, the price.
The other thing to say, Charlie, I think, is that you became involved with Post Gold for Cash because they were so busy.
Yes.
They couldn't get up to us here
They are flat
in our
out.
studios to do the shows.
They're still efficient for you. They'll still call you the next day after they received your goods. But yeah, they are busy.
And that's why you started representing them.
This
isn't
is it. This is it. Well, I actually went down to meet them in person. Had the whole day with them down south in January, and yeah, I really wanted to use them. I really wanted to send some gold, and I found some which I inherited.
Brilliant.
And I did. But you know what? I knew I had some value there because I was looking for hallmarks because I had a couple of boxes of jewellery. Some I didn't know if it was gold, but I sent in anyway because you never know.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be an expert. If it looks like it might be gold, get it in, send it off to them, it's free. It's free to do so. But I did have some rings in there where I could find a hallmark. So I knew there was some value there. I had some gold cufflinks, which I knew were gold. So I thought in my head, there might be £1,000 worth here. I didn't know.
Great.
I wasn't an expert at the time, I didn't know.
And you would have been happy with that.
I would have been happy with that. I knew there was some silver in there, some sterling silver, because don't forget, Post Gold for Cash, they will accept all precious metals. So gold, silver, platinum and palladium, they'll accept all of those. It doesn't have to be jewellery, it could be an ornament. You know, it could be a gold jug, silver jugs. It could be a bit of sterling silver cutlery you got from an old wedding present. Anything that's gold, silver, platinum, palladium, get it sent into them. But I couldn't believe what I received. I couldn't believe the offer they made me. And all along, guys, throughout this process, it felt so good to know that I was dealing with an established company. They've been going for about 16 years. They're on company's
They're
house.
one of the very, very first to start doing this, weren't
They were.
And you were telling us about, aren't they really well rated amongst all the other
They
types
are.
of companies that
well,
do this?
Well, do you know what? There's even a gold comparison website.
Oh, right,
it's actually
yes.
called goldcomparison.co.uk. It's an independent website. They basically trialed and tested various different online scrap gold buyers, and they voted Post Gold for Cash as #1,
Yes.
based on their speed, their efficiency, and more importantly, the amount they paid for
offers.
people's gold. They came out as #1, and you can check that right now. It's goldcomparison.co.uk, and they're rated as 4.7. On Trustpilot
Brilliant.
too.
Wow.
There's about 3,000 reviews on there. But these are some of the bits that you could be sending. It could be an old bracelet. It could be maybe sadly a wedding ring from a marriage that didn't work out. It could be an old bangle. It could be an old charm, stuff you may not even know what it is.
It could be pieces like this that were really fashionable at the time, and you might have just stopped wearing it because you don't think it's on trend. For me,
Yeah, out
I
of
used to
fashion.
wear a lot of gold, and then I stopped wearing gold altogether.
This
So
is
I
it,
did
yeah.
have gold.
A
that,
lot of people, I think,
Yeah.
we know when we were young, we all wore gold and then turned to silver
Yeah.
And vice
and things
versa,
like that.
yeah.
So you know, all these are my gold rings, my gold earrings. The rings I probably haven't worn since I was about 18, and they've just been sat in a jewellery box in my dressing room. And you're like, well, what a waste! That could be money in your
Now,
pocket.
Charlie, you've just been talking about your
Yes,
process
that's
and
what
what
I'm saying.
you sent in.
That's right. So
And when you sent it in, you thought about £1,000.
I thought so.
Can
I
we
thought about
see it?
£1,000.
Because when you see what there was, I
Look at this.
wish we'd got one without the price. And
Yeah,
one
we
with
we'll
the
do
price.
that next.
Yeah.
Because I would say try and guess, because you'd look at that and I think, well, some of that might be gold. The silver looks a bit
this is
tarnished.
it.
Is that really? Is it really silver?
Well, do you know what? Sometimes, do you know what? It could be quite yellowy gold. You think, is that copper? I
So
don't know.
this was
Yeah.
what you sent in?
This is what I sent in. Now, there's like a little. I mean, I was in a hurry. Because basically, I used the money to pay the balance off a family holiday, and it was due the
You
day
were like,
after I
let's get
sent
this done.
Yeah, it was. So I was just in time. But look, there were some cufflinks there. They're 9 carat. I think there was a 22 carat gold there, even on a ring.
That would have
you
pumped
said
up the
you
value.
thought one was
Or
22.
18, I think it was 22.
Yeah, I think it was.
So I knew it was definitely worth sending it in, but there was like a little bracelet thing there, which I actually didn't know that was gold. I couldn't see a hallmark, but this is
Right.
the point. You don't have to be an expert. You don't need to know anything about hallmarks. If you think it's gold, send it
And
in.
if it hasn't got a hallmark, send it in.
Send
if you
it
think
in
it's gold,
anyway,
yeah.
because
Okay.
they've got X-ray machines that will tell you exactly what metal is in the item,
And
so
we
they'll
keep
know.
saying gold, but you sent in all that silver. And
All
you
of
got
that
money
silver.
for that.
Yeah, that's money for that. I mean, it might be sterling silver, it might be Britannia silver, which is even more exciting, because that's a higher priority than sterling. But there was a lot of sterling silver in there. I didn't realise I had so much gold, because I thought, is some of this costume jewellery?
Yeah.
I did send in more than this. Some of it didn't have any value, so they just binned that as no extra charge for me. But it was so good. And Joe, I wanted to experience what you at home are going to
So
experience.
did you get the extra 10%?
I did. Well, that's including the 10%.
Wow, so actually you would have only got about
2,631-ish.
Okay.
So I spoke to Sam, she called me, and I couldn't wait for the phone call. It's so exciting. Because it's just so easy. So she called me and said, so Charlie, we valued it all. She talked through what you're getting, and they don't rush you on the phone. They give you the time. You speak to a person, an enthusiast, and she said, right, we're going to value this house and we can offer you £2,630 odd pounds.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe it, because I didn't know there was that, generally I didn't know there's that
That
much
was
gold.
£1,600 more than you thought.
Than what I
it was
thought.
Already.
I thought, 'cause I didn't know about
Winning.
the bracelets. I didn't
Yeah.
know that was gold as well. But then she said, but Charlie, because you ordered your pack through shopontv.co.uk,
10%.
an extra 10%, which is about £293
that's
extra.
a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, it's brilliant. And-
Almost £300 extra.
I know, right? It's nearly
Brilliant.
£3,000.
Wow.
And I did it. I did it all right. I got the extra 10%. I wanted to do it quickly because where the live price of gold is, I didn't want to wait any longer. Look, I paid off the balance to a family holiday. We're actually going there in a
great.
few weeks.
Excellent.
And the lady who left me the bits I inherited her from, she used to come to these family holidays with us.
So
and her
you're going to
husband.
the same area.
The same
that
area
she
where
used
we
to
all
go.
went as a family. Yeah, and we're going to do a toast. We've got a lovely little balcony on this family
Brilliant.
house.
So it's like she's treated you to this.
Yeah,
all of you,
because
yeah.
How great
I
is
wanted to
that?
get it in quickly. This is why I was so pleased with the efficiency and the speed of Post Gold for Cash, because I left it too late and the deadline was on Saturday. So I think I sent it in Wednesday or Thursday, and basically they called me Friday morning. The money was in my account. Or by 1 o'clock the same day, and I paid off the balance.
Brilliant.
And I told my
Fabulous.
family, I had my family on speakerphone, this is what I've done. Because the lady who left me all this, she was very close
that's
family
lovely.
To
friend.
the whole family.
And I just know that she would be so pleased we did this. But I had some bits left over. I also bought tickets to a festival just outside Amsterdam. It's called Luminosity.
Perhaps with your extra 10%.
Yeah. Do you
yeah.
know what? Well, actually, it probably would have been.
Yeah.
That
It
covered
would have been, because
yeah.
I got 4 tickets, so we went for 2 days. My girlfriend and I, so 4 tickets in total, and it was enough to cover that as well.
Now, just run us again through that whole process.
Right,
so
okay.
You go to the website or the phones, you order your envelope.
That's right.
This is the envelope, isn't it?
That's right. So I did it just like you're doing right now through shopontv.co.uk. It arrived just like that, and then it's all tracked as well. Don't forget. So you get your letter, give it a quick read. It tells you what they do and don't accept. Don't worry too much. If you send in something that's costume jewellery, for example, by accident, don't worry about it. Just if you think you've got gold, get it sent in. So you've got your letter there. You've got a form, and it's not pages and pages. It's one side. They just want your basic information there, and then they give you this pouch. Now, I actually crammed this full. Right.
Too right.
To be honest, I actually sent something in that I didn't think it was gold, but there's a clasp. I thought, oh, do you know, I've got space for it. I'll just put it in there. Even if you just got one little charm,
Yeah.
that's it. Send that. Honestly,
Okay.
even if it's just that, you might have a gold ring in there, you might have a bangle in there, you might have an old
And it
necklace, a
doesn't matter if
bracelet.
it's broken, if it's in
Doesn't
bits.
matter. That's the perfect reason to send it in.
Okay.
It could be a ring where you've lost the gemstone
Yeah.
and you don't like it anymore. Get that. You might as well
Or
get
one
that.
earring.
Or one earring. Perfect. A watch, a strap that doesn't work. You know, all those sorts of things. So all you need to do, you get a prepaid envelope. It's a special delivery envelope. You just put your goods in the envelope with your form. You go to your nearest post office or your post office. You don't put it in the post box. You must take it to the post office. And it's simple as that. This is how you turn your gold into cash. So you request your free gold selling pack, fill in the form, like I said, put your jewellery, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, any precious metals, take it to the post office, you get a receipt, and that's it. It's special delivery. So if you were to order this today, so it's Wednesday morning, isn't it? You're going to get your free pack tomorrow, Thursday. If you're quick and get your goods to the post office before they shut, they'll have it at Post Gold for Cash this Friday. And they will call you. If you send in value, if you send in gold or precious metals, they'll make you an offer. And if you accept the offer, you'll have money in your account by the end of the day.
I mean, that is
this
amazing.
Friday.
You don't have to be that
You don't have
quick,
to,
but
no.
you can be.
But if you need it quickly-
that quick. How great
Yeah.
is that? And you needed the money, so you did it really super
I did it
quick.
quickly, yeah.
But if you're thinking, I haven't got time to do all that this week, still order your envelope, because that
Absolutely.
envelope is guaranteeing you that extra 10%, and that is an exclusive offer with us here on Shop on TV. So make sure you jump onto the phones or onto the website. Everything, it's all completely free of charge. You've got your free postage pack, you get free valuation, the envelope special delivery, that's free. They'll weigh it, they'll give you your receipt, and remember that receipt is in your insurance as well. If you're thinking, oh,
that's
I'm
the one
sending
thing people I think
gold
might worry
through,
about,
yeah.
sending my valuables through the post. Well, everything's insured up to £750 when you go to the post office counter, and again, that's really important. If you think it's worth more than £750, however, you can also increase the insurance. So this is brilliant. You can take that level up to £1,000 or £2,500. If you do need to pay anything, if you accept your valuation, they will then return that money as well.
So they'll value your gold that you've sent in. They'll give you an extra 10% on top of what it is worth because you've ordered the pack from us. And then if you have spent, say, £10 on insurance or £3 in insurance, they'll add that back on to what they send you as well. It is, I think, completely a win-win situation. Don't send in any sentimental items, but those things that you don't wear anymore, the bits that you find perhaps in an old jewellery box, or perhaps you've got one earring laid by the bed, or you've got a broken bracelet that you don't wear because it's broken and you'll never get it mended. That could be money in your pocket for a really nice treat for you, for the family. And perhaps it is something that somebody left to you, but it's not really your taste. And then you might think, oh, I don't know if it's right if I send that in because that was left to me. The nice thing is what you could do is buy something that you will wear in their memory.
And every time you wear it, you'll think of them. You always say about engraving things, don't you, in their memory.
Engrave their name into perhaps a ring or a bracelet that you've bought instead of what they sent.
It might just be that you need some extra cash right now for the essentials because of the price of everything. Well, as Charlie was saying, the process can be as quick or as slow as you like it to be. But if you want to, and you want that process to go as quickly as you can, you could have the money in your account by Friday this week. That's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, it's fabulous. And just honestly, order the pack. Make sure that pack is ordered either on the phones and the website. And then sit back and wait for that pack to arrive. And then just have a little nosy around the house. I think you'll be surprised where you find things. Have a look in the attic. Have a look in the office. There's a shoebox under the desk in the office. What is in that shoebox? Have a little nosy around, because that could be money just laying there. That could be money that could be helping you out.
We were lucky enough to do the first ever show with Post Gold for Cash here at Shop on TV. And Sam and Steve, well, two of the team who you will adore as much as we did.
They're a fabulous team,
Really
and
nice
they
team.
are just as thrilled to see the gold that you send in, all your precious metals. They are just as excited as you getting that valuation to give you that valuation. But remember, doing it via us, they'll give you that valuation plus an extra 10%. But I think we talk about them a lot. I think it's time that you meet them too.
The company was established in 2009. Obviously, just the concept of somebody came up with the idea of sending in your gold and getting cash. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing like it then, was there, really?
No, not really. We are one of the longest that have been running.
And you've been there very much since the start?
I've been there 15 years. I appreciate I don't look old enough.
Started very young.
Very young, toddler. So yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. I started actually making the calls.
Okay.
So I would call the customer with the offer for the items that they've sent in. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I kind of started thinking, well, actually, I want to have a look at these things and I want to see a little bit more about that and learn about
Open
that
the
side of it.
envelopes.
That's it. It is absolutely. I had an auntie who had just the most magnificent jewellery box and you would sit there picking through it. So this is just absolutely awesome.
The same sort of thing.
Fabulous. So you've just grown with the company then, really?
Absolutely. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And there's something new every day that comes into it.
Oh, but it's so exciting when you get that package.
Very exciting. It's not so exciting when you get the teeth.
Oh!
We will take them. Send them in.
Still gold.
What, with the gold filling?
Yes,
Still
yes.
gold.
Yeah, in the dental packet. We will take it. Please send it
Where
in.
there's gold, there's cash.
Well, we will go through what you can and can't send in. So not any old teeth.
No, a little bit of gold. I
Can't have the gold.
As long as they're washed.
Don't get grandma's false teeth and pop them in. They're gonna have that
have the
gold
gold.
filling in. And Steve, tell us a bit about your story, because I love your story, how you've got involved in the company.
Okay, so I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been around with Post Gold for Cash for the last 10 months or so, and it's a fantastic team to be part of, and I really enjoy working with them. My role is to make calls, to support customers, to reassure, answer questions, and make sure people have got their packs, and if they've got any questions, to answer them.
Great.
And to just help people, nudge them along the way if that's what they want to do, because it's always the customer's choice as to what they're doing.
Lots of people
brilliant.
do mention just how friendly you are. You're a great sort of quite small team.
Small but mighty.
Yeah.
And perfectly formed.
But make it really personal. I think that's really important.
I think
as
the
well.
other good thing is I mean, obviously we brought the new boy with us, but the whole team have been there for a considerable amount of time. Most of us all been
And
there.
between you, you've got so much knowledge in gold, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just flows. It really flows and it really works. And we love talking to the customers and helping and the different stories as to why they're sending stuff in and things like that. I mean, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy and they're ecstatic with their offers and, you know, say I can get my car fixed, that sort of thing.
And customers are really grateful for that contact and that support and that connection, because then we can talk them through the process and just to reassure them. Because some customers have had the pack sitting on their side for a good few weeks and they're nervous to send the pack through. And sometimes people just send one piece to test, to see what it's like. And they get the reassurance and they get the offer so quickly and they get some incredible offers.
You think you might have heard of Post Gold for Cash. Who are they? Who are you?
That's Miss Steve and Sam.
And an amazing team.
Yes.
So Post Gold for Cash was established back in 2009, so we've been going for a really long time. It was an idea from Ash and he needed to get on board with somebody who had this kind of knowledge, which he did.
So actually was the founder as such.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So between him and Ian, this is where we've sort of got to here.
And you were very much one of the first, weren't you then?
Within a year I joined. I was only meant to do 14 hours a week, part-time.
Funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually joined by accident. A friend of mine went for the job interview.
Okay.
And they offered her a part-time job, but she wanted full-time. So she turned around and said, "You need my friend Sam."
How fabulous. That is
I
one
want
of those
part-time.
meant to be moments.
Yes,
isn't
absolutely.
it?
And do you know what? I love it.
And you've just fallen in love with it, haven't you?
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with
Well,
playing
it's
this?
exciting, isn't it? Because you've gone from. So what did you do at first? On
So
the
at
phone?
first I was on the phone, so I'd be calling you, I'd be giving you your offer, chatting away with you, and that was it. And then I was like, oh, can I play with it? Can I come and have a go and do this? And yeah, so I sort of shadowed some of the other valuers at the time, and I just love
So you learned the process on the job to the point where
you've grown with the company,
I
really,
have,
haven't you?
I have,
Definitely.
absolutely. And they're such a super supportive company to work for.
Right.
Very small team.
Very small, yes.
So it's very personal. Lots of people say it's very personal. It's very
Yeah.
friendly. It was all very smooth.
Yeah, it comes across, I think, when we're talking to people. I mean, anyone that orders a pack tonight, if you haven't sent it back in the next couple of weeks, this guy's going to call you.
Have an amazing conversation.
Lots of people will purposely now not send it back. So
I'd love to call them.
How's that?
Just so they can chat to Steve.
Yes.
Now, Steve, tell us your story, how you got involved in
So I got involved because I discovered this most amazing sport called pickleball.
Okay.
And Ash actually plays pickleball. And so I met him playing pickleball, and he talked about his business and said, would you like to get involved and do some mystery shopping?
How funny.
And then come along and do some calls. And I said, I'd love to have a go. Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
So I did some mystery shopping. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I found Post Gold for Cash to be so easy to do business with. I personally found them very trustworthy. I chose to sell my items, so I found the prices great. And then I started making some calls.
And then
to
you
them.
started working.
And I thoroughly enjoyed having conversations with people, giving them choices, giving them options, talking them through processes, and reassuring people, because they're slightly nervous. Oh, I'm scared to take it to the post office. I'm not sure. I've had it for ages.
Well, you said when you sent yours in, you took photos of everything.
I did.
Sort of
I
just in
took photos on my phone, as I do with everything, receipts and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
because you can never have enough reassurance yourself.
Yeah.
So I had that evidence, and so when I sent it through, I had to remind myself what Tracy, when she called me with the offer, which ones were value and which ones weren't. And I was shocked about the ones that had value,
Yeah.
because I thought it was the other ones that had value. And then to be offered between £400 and £500, it was like, whoa. And for once in my life, I was sort of like able to receive some cash to spend on either the children or a spa day or upgrade their phone without having to borrow money.
Yes.
So for a change, I wasn't borrowing.
And
Like a
it was- and it
bonus.
I was
just sat
recycling
there,
some
yeah?
stuff that was sitting in the
Sat
bedside
there doing
cabinet.
nothing.
So, we say about recycling all the time. We love a bit of recycling these days. I recycled it and I thought, why is it sitting there when I can do this? So my son thoroughly enjoyed his new iPhone.
So we were established back in 2009. So as companies go, we are one of the longest standing
Yeah, you
ones.
were very much one of the first,
Yeah,
weren't you?
yeah,
Thought of the
absolutely.
idea sort of first, and then others sort of
Follow
came
suit.
along.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that makes us very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
The
longevity, of the
longevity,
company.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. The other thing to consider is, with regards to staff, other than Steve being our newbie, the rest of us have been there sort of 15 plus years.
More or less from the
So
beginning.
yeah, absolutely. So we work as a really good, smooth team. And the idea basically came from Ash, who then teamed up with Ian, who had the jewellery knowledge and this kind of thing. So they set it up, and here we are. Basically, we've come this far down the line, and it's such an easy service to use.
Yeah, really straightforward, really safe. You can see here over 270,000 customers have used the service already. Rated excellent, based over 2,000 Trustpilot reviews. Promised to match any price offered by other online buyers. Can you just
Yeah,
tell us
confirm how that works?
Okay, so what we would need from you is if you have had an offer price from somebody else.
someone else.
Yep, which is fine. Shop around if you
Yeah.
need to. It's your own peace of mind, which is what we always say. We will match that if we can see that in writing. So you just need to
Okay.
provide it to us with the quotation, the date it was done, and obviously as long as
Great.
the weights match, we will do that.
You'll
for you.
match
Wow.
the price.
And you're saying it's so easy. It is so easy, and that's why you should choose Post Gold for Cash. And you can actually have a little look at just how simple it is. It's fast, it's easy. The great thing is it's a no obligation service. So if you don't want to take that valuation they give, they will send your gold back completely free of charge. You've lost nothing, but you've learned how the money, whether you wanted it or not. Or you might be really surprised, which most people are when you read the 5-star review. I didn't think it'd be that much, and you do accept that money. So just send that gold in for free to be valued. If you're not happy with the offer, as it says, they'll return your gold items completely free of charge. So many people so happy with that offer. And the experienced gold valuers provide you with a free valuation to discover what your gold is worth. It's quite exciting to find out what your gold is worth. Remember, if you're ordering your pack via us here on Shop on TV, they'll give you that valuation, and then they'll add an extra 10% on top of what your gold is worth. It doesn't have to just be gold, it can be precious metals as
Yeah,
well.
it could be platinum, palladium, silver as well. All those details are described to you in the envelope when the envelope comes through to you. Tells you the whole process of what to put in, what not to put in. It'll link you through to the website
And
as
do you know
well.
how much it costs you? Nothing at all.
We love it. It's not very often we see free on the screen, is it?
And it is. You're ordering a free pack, a free gold selling pack. Now, you're under no obligation once you've ordered this pack. It's free. It's going to be sent to you, and then it's down to you to find your golden bits and pieces and put them into the envelope. Now, it's going to be sent to you free of charge. It will give you a prepaid special delivery envelope that you will send back to Post Gold for Cash with your gold in, and that will be free. You just take it into the post office, hand it over the counter, they weigh it, and they give you a receipt. You'll get a free valuation on what you send in, remember, plus an extra 10%. And if you decide it's not what you hoped it would be worth, usually people are like, I can't believe it was that much. They'll actually return your gold for free. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose.
No risk whatsoever. And then you're going to go, as well as that extra 10% on your valuation, you're going to go into 3 prize draws as well. And those 3 prize draws, well, the first one is an ITV1 STV live show exclusive, a £500 cash prize draw. The second one, chance to win £500 credit with us here at Shop on TV. And the third one, you'll also go into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. You can see all the terms and conditions on the website, including the closing dates on those prize draws. But as soon as you accept your valuation, you'll be entered into those.
And if you're ordering right now, you could actually have, if you get it sorted straight away, you order with us right now, so it's Wednesday, you'll get your pack Thursday. If you get your pack packed up, put your gold in, get it to the post office, get it sent off on Thursday, they could ring you on Friday with a valuation. It could be, that money could be in your bank on Friday afternoon. How amazing is that? But you don't have to be that quick. What you need to do is order your envelope, because that will guarantee you that extra 10% when you do send your gold in.
And if you think about all the different types of gold, gold that you've got at home, maybe in a trinket dish, it could be a bedside drawer, it could be a jewellery box where you just keep jewellery and it's been there for years and years and you've never even
There's
worn
so
it.
much that goes out of fashion, and you might be looking at lots of things here. You think, oh gosh, I had those earrings. I think I lost one, but I've still got one. Send that one earring in. You might recognise that necklace. Oh my goodness, I haven't worn that since I was a teenager. I've got those necklaces. Send those in. If anything's got sentimental value, then keep it. But anything that is just laying around, collecting dust in a box in the roof, in a jewellery box, but you never open it and you never ever put it on, honestly, pop it into that envelope, send it in and get that free valuation. I know so many people that had that bracelet.
Well, yeah, the pieces that
and
were
I bet you don't wear it anymore.
really fashionable,
Yeah.
and you probably wore it every single day for a couple of years, and then it went out of fashion and you just popped it in a jewellery
What
box.
is that thing that was like whirly?
I think it's an upside down brooch, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Might be a bit of a brooch.
Could
It might
be a bit of a brooch.
Bit of a gold watch. It might be a broken bracelet, a mangled bangle, one earring. It doesn't matter. And we've got bits, you know, it hasn't even got a chain. Doesn't matter. If you think it's gold, even if it hasn't got
those lockets,
a hallmark, send it in if you think it's gold, because Post Gold for Cash will know exactly what it's worth.
And on that valuation, you're going to get an extra 10%, whatever the valuation is. It really does what it says on the tin, Post Gold for Cash. Now, Charlie's with us. Charlie's a presenter with us here at Shop on TV, but you became involved with Post Gold for Cash because they were so busy opening envelopes, they didn't have time to come up to the studio to do the shows.
They needed an extra pair of hands. And do you know what? It's so good because I went down to see them. I actually went down to their premises in January. They are such lovely people. I had the whole day with them.
So you saw how it all works?
I saw how it all works. The security, as I'd expect, is very high tech. You know, they went through various different doors with codes. They've got cameras everywhere, so everything's filmed when they open things. I saw the massive vault. The safe they've got there, it's incredible. It's a proper good setup. And you know what? And that gives you more peace of mind, because at the end of the day, if you choose to use Post Gold for Cash, you're working with a company that's been going for about 16 years.
They were one of the first.
They were one of the first. And do you know what? They're all registered company, all the rest of it. They're rated very highly on Trustpilot, and there's about 3,000 reviews on there if you want to take a look. They've rated 4.7, which is rated as excellent on Trustpilot. So they're really, really highly regarded, but people love them for their efficiency, for their friendliness, which I think is really good, because they speak to you on the phone, they talk you through what you've sent in. They're enthusiasts at the end of the day, and they pay a lot for gold. In fact, there's a website called goldcomparison.co.uk. It's an independent website, and what they did, they sent in their gold to various different online scrap gold buyers, and they rated Post Gold for Cash as #1 Firstly, because of their speed, their efficiency, their friendliness, I think too. But really, at the amount they paid for the gold. And if, let's say, I think it's unlikely, but let's say if you sent your gold to another online gold buyer, they will price match that. So Post Gold for Cash will price match another offer you've got from an online scrap gold buyer. I think it's unlikely because they are highly regarded to pay a lot. So this is honestly the one I'd go for, and this is the company that I use personally to sell my own gold. So I can look everyone in the eye and say, it's that light bulb moment.
Oh my goodness. I got things left to me, and I haven't done anything with it.
Both sides of the story. The fact that you've gone through the professional side and then you've, like Hayley's saying, you've gone through as a customer and done the whole process.
This is it. Well, do you know, because I know them quite well now. Sam, you know, we're good friends now. Hi, Sam, if you're watching. And do you know what? She told me some amazing stories that some of the customers have spent their money on. And I thought, do you know what? I'd like to do something like that for my family. And I knew I had jewellery in a box at my mum and dad's house. It's bits I inherited, and it's been sat there for at least 7 years, maybe 8 years. And I eventually got round to going through it. And because I've got more into gold and learning about hallmarks, I was actually looking at them. Again, you don't need to be an expert in hallmarks, but I was just curious. It's so interesting. And I saw, it was either an 18 or a 22 karat gold ring. I saw some 9 karat gold cufflinks in there. And honestly, I couldn't wait to get it sent in to Post Gold for Cash. But their speed, it's just so efficient, it's so slick, and you know, when you send in your gold or your other precious metals, it's automatically insured, so you've got peace of mind there. Your package is signed for at the other end, and they give you a call, they talk you through what they've got. I accepted the offer. You don't have to, but I did because I was blown away by the amount they offered, and it was in my account like a few hours later. It's like, this is too easy.
And
I wish I had more gold to send in.
You got the extra 10% as well.
I did.
You did it like you're a customer.
Well, I wanted to experience what our viewers will experience.
Yeah, which is great.
So I ordered, like you at home, I ordered, and we're busy tonight, I ordered the free pack through shopontv.co.uk. It arrived like that. And then I quickly got to the post office. I got a handful of stuff. Yeah, you get a letter that explains a bit about who Post Gold for Cash are, a bit of information, what they do and don't accept. But if it's gold, send it. It doesn't have to be jewellery, by the way. I mean, they get sent all sorts. And I mean all sorts. But no, it doesn't have to be jewellery. Anything that's gold, you know, think like that. Anything gold, silver, platinum, palladium. You get a form to fill out, just your basic details. You get a pouch, and this is what you put your goods in. And I packed it, right? So I put a bit of silver in there from gold rings. I won't lie, there were some bits I sent in that was just costume jewellery. They scrapped that for free for me.
Sure, so
well, I didn't know. There was a charm on one of them, which I couldn't work out. I couldn't see a hallmark. It looked a bit yellow. I didn't know, but I sent it in anyway.
And then wasn't there a bracelet that you didn't think was gold but ended up being gold?
Well, I thought it might be or it might not be. I didn't know because I couldn't find a hallmark. But this is the joy. They know exactly, because they've got X-ray machines which they use to determine
they know exactly
every metallic
what's
what's in there. They know. So if there's no hallmark, they will still know their end what you're sending in. So you got that peace of mind too. But I couldn't believe the amount I received.
So you put that into the prepaid envelope.
Put that into the envelope.
And then you have to take it to the post office.
Take it to the post office.
Post box.
No, you must take it to the post office because you get because it's tracked special delivery, end-to-end tracking. So from the moment you drop it off at the post office, it's trackable from the moment it arrives at the premises at Post Gold for Cash, and it's automatically insured for £750. I actually paid a bit more because I thought it was worth a bit more than that, and you can do the same. You can pay an extra £10 to increase the insurance to cover.
So if you think what's in your envelope is £750 or less, you don't need to do anything. It's insured for that. But you felt it might be. What did you think yours was worth?
Well, I didn't. I honestly didn't know.
But you were hoping.
I just thought for £10, because what they do, if they make you an offer and you accept it, they add on the whatever amount you paid for the insurance.
So the post office, you can say, I want to insure it for more. I think it's worth this, and it's a price between £3 and £10.
Yeah.
But then if you take the actual money they value,
valuation.
They give you that £3.
They add it back on.
Great.
And if, by the way, you don't accept their offer, if they make you an offer, you don't accept it, you don't have to, of course you never have to, they will return your goods at the same level of insurance that you originally paid. So you got nothing to lose here. I really can't think of it.
So what would you have accepted?
Okay, so I knew there were some gold rings in there, as I said, cufflinks. I thought, if it was about £1,000, I'd be really pleased. I thought maybe 1,500. I don't know, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
So 1,000 you'd be pleased, hoping for 1,500.
So I sent on a Thursday. I got a call from them about 11 o'clock the next day on Friday, and they called me, right? And they said, Charlie, we'll offer you it's about £2,631, give or take, right? But then they said, but Charlie, because you ordered your free pack through Shop on TV, I got an extra 10%. So look at that.
I mean, that's nearly £3,000.
I know.
And honestly, Charlie, looking at what you sent in, I would have given you 50p.
Yeah, well,
you
wouldn't know, would you?
Do you?
And you don't have to be an expert.
Because the silver looks quite tarnished. Is it really silver?
Yeah.
The gold, is it gold or is it not gold? But those items, and one of those items, at least you said, was 22 carat gold.
Yeah, one of the rings, I think, was that. But that bracelet, I remember putting it in the envelope. I thought, do you know what? I've got space in the envelope. I'll just put it in anyway.
Yeah,
you might as well.
And it was gold.
And it was gold. And I think there's like a tie clip there. To be honest, there's stuff in there. I didn't know what it was. They're little charms. I mean, these could be really, really old.
And that's a brilliant picture, because you might be looking at yours thinking, well, it doesn't look like it's worth much. It was worth nearly £3,000.
Well, this is it. And actually, this picture is what Sam took, because I sent in a load of stuff. And I said, can you send me a picture so I can show it on air, like, of all the precious metals that I sent in?
Yeah.
And this was all of it. That big bangle, that silver bangle, I didn't know that. There's quite a lot of sterling silver in here too. I mean, it might be white gold, which is gold alloyed with silver. Yeah, it could be a white gold ring. Who knows what it is? So yeah, if it's precious metals, send it in. You've got nothing to lose. But I've got to say, from my experience, to get that call and say like £2,924, and do you accept the offer, Charlie? And again, they give you the time. They go through everything that you sent in.
Which is lovely, because then you get the story, perhaps,
Yeah.
and, you learn which
It's
bits were
interesting.
worth more. And see if you're
It's a free
right, 'cause
valuation.
we were rubbish. We got everything wrong when we tried to value things. And I bet the things you think aren't worth something really are. And the things that you
Who
thought
knows?
weren't worth that's
But
it.
it's free to find out.
That's it.
It's free to find
And
out.
then tell us,
There's no
tell
risk.
us what you've done, because these were things you inherited.
Yes, that's right.
From a family member of a very
Yes,
close
her name was Rona, and she was lovely, and she was like an unofficial grandmother. I mean, her husband Cliffy passed away a few years before her. They were like unofficial grandparents.
Lovely.
They used to like babysit for me when I was growing up, and they lived in literally just up the road, round the corner, where I grew up in this village just outside Chester. We always went as a family to a place called Abersock. I'm sure lots of people know this. It's a beautiful seaside town, and we always used to have family holidays there, but around August, my birthday, and it was one of the fondest memories I had growing up. So about a year ago, my family and I thought, let's go back there. And we got the same house we used to stay in. We put a deposit down on this house because you had to book it, so quickly. So we put the deposit down, but I knew the balance was due, right? So I thought, what if I had enough gold of the jewellery I inherited? Imagine if I had enough to pay off the balance, and it was more than enough actually. But the lady,
so it's like she's treated you.
Well, it is, and I thought, what else would I want to spend on? So that's why I wanted to get it in quickly. She would, and again, she used to, and her husband used to come and visit us occasionally. When we used to have a caravan years ago in Abersock, ages ago, and it was just so fond memories. I'm quite sentimental like that, and I thought it'd be such a lovely thing to spend the money on.
And there's so many great stories like that, isn't there?
Oh, there are.
And Post Golf Cash love the stories.
They do, because I know they look forward to calling people. Again, you speak to somebody on the phone. If you don't like speaking on the phone, by the way, you can do it all by email. Just don't put your phone number on the form if you want to do that. But I loved speaking to them, and they spoke to a lady just before Christmas, and she had a big vet bill she was struggling to pay. And honestly, it makes me emotional. But it just so happened to be the case that she sent in some bits to Post Gold for Cash, and she got some money sent from Post Gold for Cash just in time to pay a vet bill, basically. I mean, people have bought wedding rings. People have been waiting to propose, but they can't afford an engagement ring. So it's that kind of thing. People have got cars fixed and, paid off debt from credit cards and all sorts.
The lady who got the flights to Australia.
It's my favourite story, this, and it's the first story the guys told me. because I love a good story. And there was this lady who sent in some gold, some bits, some jewellery, precious metal to Post Gold for Cash, and she couldn't believe the amount she was offered, and she accepted it. She had the money in her account that day, and she used the money she received to pay for flights to take herself to Australia. Now, the reason why she wanted to go to Australia is because she had grandchildren there who she never even met. And she wanted to meet them for so long, but she couldn't go. So she used that money to put towards flights. And honestly, what an amazing way to spend the money.
That's money she got from things that she
brought family
she
together.
Didn't wear, bits of gold and precious
Stuff
metals.
that's got no sentimental value, keep those
You
if it does.
just don't know, do you, what it might be worth?
But I'm just thinking that, I'm sat here saying that if you need some cash this week and you've got bits that don't have sentimental value, order a free pack and find out what it's worth.
Yeah.
And you could find out by Friday.
You could find out, you could have the money by Friday.
To be super quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't have to be that quick. Maybe you've been having a chat with the other half. Do you know what? This summer we're going to get in that attic because it's a mess up there. Order a pack just in case you find some jewellery.
Definitely.
There's no shelf life on these, you know. But whilst we've got this offer on, order it now.
But that envelope will give you an extra 10%. That's why you want to order it right now.
This is why I get it now.
And that extra 10% is added on to the valuation of the gold and the precious metals.
So if it was £500 worth, you'd get 550. If it's 1,000, you'd get 1,100. Whatever it's worth, an extra 10% is added.
And that's an exclusive with us here on Shop on TV. So though you can go to Post Gold themselves and they do incredible valuations, do it getting the envelope via us because they will do that incredible valuation, but they'll add on an extra 10% because you got the envelope with us.
And it's our regular phone number, 03333 241 241. Operators are waiting to take your calls, or you can go to our website, shopontv.co.uk. And it's all free. But it's all about giving you an idea, I think, of some of the items that you could send in. That's why we've got items in front of us. But on that original show with Sam and Steve that we did, we had lots of examples to choose from, didn't we?
We did, and honestly, if in doubt, pop it in the envelope. We were rubbish at trying to guess what things were worth. The things we thought were the most expensive were the least. The things we thought were the least expensive were the most. So pop it in the envelope. But meet the team again and again, just to give you a few ideas of what you could send in and what you might actually get.
We're going to look at some examples, and we'll go to those 3 examples that you laid out for us. Now, Sam did get us to guess what the value was.
I think I can guess now.
I think we'll do quite well.
I think we might get it right now.
But,
so we looked at this.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great little bag to send. If you can send a few bits, you can send just one item. But I think it's nice to have a little nosy round and send a few bits in. And what sort of stuff have we got in here?
So, we're looking at, onyx rings.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You mentioned earlier,
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve, and they're very much.
I remember mine had a stone in and I lost the stone very early on.
There's been so many sort of gold rings that have been popular for so long and then they go out of fashion.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You've got white gold, so that's still gold. That's still 9 carat gold. It's just white.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, signet rings. It's pretty traditional. You often sort of your grandparents sort of have a signet ring on the little finger, or use that as a wedding ring. So it doesn't look like there's that much there really. And obviously, if I was making you guess again as to how much it was worth.
Well, we guessed, I think, what did you guess?
Wasn't it 2?
I think
3 and
I said 3, I think, and you said
3 and 4, I think.
Right, okay,
Something like
3 and
that.
4, we were.
We were way out.
We were rubbish.
700.
Should have added it together, really, because you will get an extra 10% on top of that. So if that was your bag, they would normally ring up and say £750 is what it's worth. Would you like that money? Or would you like to accept it? And you can say yes or no. If you say no, they'll send it back for free. But actually, they'll add on another £75 because you are getting your sort of postage pack via us here on Shop on TV, because we've got an exclusive where you'll get an extra 10% on the value.
So another £75 takes it to 825. Have I got that right? Yes.
Sounds about right.
well,
Sounds about right.
Call me countdown.
Easy maths right there.
Carol.
So that extra 10%, no matter what the value is to your envelope. And we've got another example. This one blew me away because this is just a single
Visually,
gold
just
band.
looking at that, again, you'd think, well, it won't be, it's a gold. I think it's gold. I think it's got a hallmark. I think it's gold. It doesn't matter as long as, send it in, even if it hasn't got a hallmark, if you think it's gold. You're looking at that thinking, yeah, it's a band. What do you think about
I think, did we guess about 100?
I think I said 100, yeah.
Quite low with it, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, we were, yeah. Yeah, but it's a gold band. I wouldn't think
not
it
much.
was. But it doesn't matter that it's not fancy and it's all singing and dancing. It's gold, and when you touch that
It does,
and feel the weight, you do think, well, actually, it's
got
quite a
something to it.
hefty gold. So what price was this, Sam?
Okay, so you're looking in the region of £500.
For one item.
Around £500
Of course,
for that.
for you today, and obviously these are just ideas, and it would be £550 because you got an extra 10% on top of that.
So with our exclusive offer, an extra 10% and 3 prize
And obviously
draws.
it's not going to be every gold ring that's going to be £500. It's all down to the weight and the gold. What gold
grade.
is that?
So that's 22 carat gold.
Oh,
So
right.
the purity is much higher than, say, the 9 carat gold that we've got here.
Okay.
And that is the great thing. For so many, it's a real surprise.
So interesting
'Cause
to hear that,
yeah.
isn't it? The difference in the purity and the value goes up massively. But we wouldn't know, would we?
No, so if in doubt, pop it into that envelope, because honestly, that could add up to so much. And then remember, because you've ordered your envelope, have you ordered it yet? Order it now. It's all free. Order that envelope. But that envelope will make sure that when they give you your valuation, they will then add an extra 10% on top because you ordered the envelope via us.
And don't just add it to a basket. You've got to check your basket out as if you're making a purchase. Everything's free, but you've got to make sure you check
what
it
What
through.
you're ordering today is you're ordering your pack. So you're ordering your free gold selling pack. And you do that via, like Sean says, the phones or the website. Check your basket out. The cost is absolutely nothing. It's completely free of charge. And then you've got your free special delivery envelope. So when you've sorted out your gold, pop it into you've got like a little foam envelope to put your gold and precious metals in. Pop it into the actual special delivery envelope with a little form, which is your details. That's all it is your details. And where, if you accept the valuation, you'd like the money to go. Send that in, and if you do that right now, so you're ordering right now, your pack arrives tomorrow, which is Thursday. If you get that sent in Thursday, they could actually ring you Friday with the valuation, and if you're happy with the valuation plus the extra 10%, you could have that in your bank by Friday.
This
if you want to
Friday.
be that quick.
Exclusive offer we've got for you, remember, and that exclusive offer means that everything's free. Like we say, a free pack, free postage, free valuation, and free returns if you decide the value isn't for you. But on top of that, you're going to get an extra 10%. So if it's worth £500, you get 550.
Yeah.
If it's £1,000, you get 1,100. An extra 10% on top of the valuation. This is why so many hundreds of you have already gone for this offer, but hundreds still in baskets. Remember to check those baskets through. On top of that, then we've got the prize draws as well.
Yeah, if you accept the valuation, you will automatically, you don't need to do anything, you'll automatically go into these prize draws. And there's 3 opportunities here to win £500 cash or credit. You've got a special ITV and STV live show special, and that's a chance to win £500. There's another draw where you can win £500 credit to spend with Shop on TV. Both of those exclusive, again, with us here on Shop on TV. But then you'll go to Post Gold for Cash's draw as well.
Yeah, another £500 there. You can check out all the terms and conditions on the website. The closing dates are all there as well for you. But check everything out, whether it's our website or our phone number, 03333 241 241. If you do go to our website, when you go to the homepage, you'll see a Post Gold for Cash banner. You just click on that and it takes you through to those exclusive offers.
And you've got nothing to lose. Just do it. Just order your pack now, whether you want to be super quick and get it sent back on Thursday or whether you just want to be laid back and send it back when you're ready. That envelope will always make sure you get that extra 10%. So order it, and it costs you absolutely nothing. No obligation at all.
What a bonus. Now, Charlie's with us to tell us so much more when it comes to Post Gold for Cash. If people are at home and they're thinking, well, do I need to know if it's gold? Does it have to have a hallmark?
Well, you don't need to know anything. So the bottom line is you do not need to be an expert on hallmarking whatsoever. But I can give you some pointers if you are interested,
Okay,
because you know it's fascinating. There's lots online you can research. You might want to. Well, one of the things they look for when they're making you an offer is the purity, which is measured in carats. Again, forgive me. I know lots of you will know this, but just in case you don't know, so carat is basically a very, very old unit of measurement to weigh out it's to measure the purity of gold. So the common purities we see here in the UK is 9 carat, 18 carat and 22. In fact, for something to be legally sold as gold in the UK, it needs to be 9 carat gold or more.
Right.
And that changes from different countries. In America, it needs to be at least 10 carat gold or more to be sold as gold. In places like Greece and Germany, it needs to be 8 carat. So even if you see a number you're not familiar with, it could be something you bought abroad.
What if you don't see a number, if there isn't a hallmark?
If you don't see a hallmark, you don't need to worry about it. They've actually got something called X-ray analyzers, so X-ray machines at Post Gold for Cash down south. So at their premises, they can scan it, they can X-ray it and tell you exactly what the purity is.
So it doesn't mean that it's definitely not gold if there isn't a
no,
hallmark?
because it might have been a ring that you had resized, might have been cut off. Or some you can't see, they're so small.
Or might have worn, I suppose, if it's something old.
Could have been worn, could have been worn. So you can look for numbers. So whilst talking about carats, so using 9 carat as an example, you might see a 9, maybe a little 9 and a K. You might see another number, because you might see it in carat, or you might see the purity as a percentage. So 9 carat is basically 9 parts out of 24, which equates to 37.5%. That's the purity of gold in your item. So you might see 375 in there. You might see another number, 750, which is 75%. That equates to 18 karat gold.
Oh,
so you might see these. And also, if you're selling an item, if you're selling gold, which is 1 gram or more, it needs to be hallmarked by an assay office. Now, an assay office, they're basically there to protect against fraud. They're to give you authenticity. There are currently 4 assay offices in the UK. So there's one in Edinburgh, Sheffield, Birmingham and London, and they've got their own symbols. So if you might see a little leopard on there, right? And that's been hallmarked from the London assay office. You might see an anchor, which is from the Birmingham assay office. The reason why I'm telling you this is because it's a seal of approval that it's gold. Right. And it's something to look forward. You might see a rose, which is the assay office from Sheffield. You might see, the last one is a castle from the Sheffield assay office. There used to be loads and loads and loads. There's one in Chester, where I'm originally from, which shut in the 60s. And they've all got their own individual symbols. But do you know what? You might see a number, again, that should be the carat. You might see another hallmark from the assay office. So they're just things you can look out for, and that gets you really excited. But they look for hallmarks, they look for the purity, they look for the weight, so how much gold.
And they know, so if it hasn't got a hallmark, they'll know if it's
They'll
gold
know.
or not.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll know if
They're
there's any
experts,
pressure
aren't they?
Yeah. So don't worry, you don't need to know, but it's quite exciting to have a little nosy and think, oh, that looks
It's
like a
interesting,
hallmark.
isn't it?
Yeah, really
Add that
interesting.
into the envelope.
Yeah, pop it into the envelope
Because
and
that's
get
what
the
it's all about.
valuation.
It's about changing your unwanted gold into cash with Post Gold for Cash, exclusively with us here at Shop on TV. We have exclusive offers, but you're going direct to our website or our phone numbers. That exclusive offer makes it a real bonus to do it now.
I bet you've heard of Post Gold for Cash, and you could go directly to them straight away, which is great. They give you great valuations. But if you go via our website or via our phones to order your free selling pack, you've got extra special deals with us. Because what you'll get, we'll take a little look, you will get your completely free pack, which will come with free postage, which will also give you an envelope with a special delivery, which will be free postage to post your gold and precious metals back to Post Gold for Cash. They will give you a free valuation, and if you decide that valuation isn't as much as you would like, they will even return your gold for free. So there's no obligation. You're paying nothing today. All you're doing is ordering that free pack. And then, if you do accept the valuation, you're lucky enough to go into 3 prize draws.
Yeah, there's 3 separate prize draws. The first one is an ITV1 STV exclusive. Live show special means you've got the chance to win £500 cash. The second one is £500 credit to spend with us here at Shop on TV. And the third one, you'll also go into Post Gold for Cash's regular £500 cash prize draw. You'll see all the terms and conditions on the website, and that includes the closing dates But as Hayley said, if you accept the valuation, you will go directly into those prize draws. But the biggest bonus of all means you will get, on top of your valuation, an extra 10%.
How fantastic is that? So because you ordered your free pack, your selling pack from us here on Shop on TV, the TV exclusive is the prize draws, but the biggest one is actually automatically, when they give you your valuation on the gold and precious metals that you sent in, they will automatically give you an extra 10%. And that could be, if your goods are worth £500, could be an extra 50. If they were worth 1,000, could be an extra 100.
1,100.
And when you look, and we've got examples of what people have sent in the past, and when you look at those items, and it might be just one item, it might be one bracelet, and when you see the value of that bracelet, how fabulous would that be? But remember, they will add on an extra 10%.
You might not have a clue what items are worth. On the left-hand side, that bracelet, just one bracelet, the value was £456. But with an extra 10% added to that, which you would get if you do it through our offer, it means another £46. It means it takes it over the £500 mark
And who
that
would
you
think,
see there.
I bet you'd think, I can't send one bracelet in. Yes, you can. It might be worth £400.
The more you send, the better.
Absolutely, yeah. I would send lots of bits. One earring, a mangled bangle, a broken bracelet. They don't have to be things that are in one piece. Could be just a gold clasp from a necklace.
Yeah.
Send it in, pop it in the envelope. Now, that ring, £161, but actually, had they sent it in via the envelope you'll get from us, completely free of charge today, they will get an extra 10%, so that you'd actually get, and they round it up, an extra £17 on that. Now, that ring is a gold band, but would you know if it was worth £161 or £567?
Well, to be honest, to look at that one, you would think it was worth less.
Well, it's thinner.
It looks thinner. It looks like there'll be less gold. However, there's 22 carat grading of gold there, so the price goes way up, doesn't it?
To £567. But actually, no. If you were sending that ring in, you'd have another £57 added onto that. Now, the picture before, that's what I would do.
That's our
Loads
life.
of bits.
Chaos.
Perhaps you've got loads of and they're knotted up. Don't worry if the necklaces are knotted. They drive you mad. You can never unknot them.
Yeah.
And send those in knotted up. It doesn't matter. Send in the mangled bangle. Send in just one earring. Pop it into that envelope. All those bits and pieces. They were worth £1,640 odd. But you would remember sending it in this envelope that we send to you, all completely free of charge. They would actually have added on another 165 odd pounds onto that, because you'll get that extra 10%. And remember, you can send this in as quickly as possible, or once you've got the envelope, you know you've got your extra 10%. You can send it in as and when you're ready.
You can go through our phone system, our phone team, 0333 241 241. Team are there and ready and waiting to take your call. And it's like you're making a purchase, but everything's free. If you go to our website, shopontv.co.uk, on the homepage, you will see Post Gold for Cash. Click on that logo. It takes you through and it talks you through the entire process, as you can see here. As you scroll down, sell your gold in a few easy steps. It literally walks you through. Then you'll see those pinky red banners, order my free gold selling pack. Click on there. But it is like you're making a purchase, but there's no cost.
We love a free purchase, don't we? And there is absolutely no cost, no obligation, no catch at all. Pop it into your basket, check your basket out. Lots of new viewers tonight. Great to have your company. Great to have our regular viewers as well. You can sign up if you're with us already, and you can just sign in like you normally do. If you're new and you want to sign out as a guest, you can. But always good to sign up with us, and then it's really easy to order with us in the future. But remember, whichever way round you do it, there will be no cost to you today at all.
We're just hearing there's still hundreds in baskets. Remember, if you don't check your basket through, you won't get the envelope and you won't be able to take advantage of the offer.
It's been one of the busiest nights tonight. It's been great to have your company. And remember that what this is all about is you turning unwanted earrings, bracelets, rings, gold, precious metals, whatever that may be, turning that into cash in your bank account, which is fantastic. Perhaps it's bits that are sat in a box in the roof.
And you could treat yourself to something extra special. It could be a
Yes.
weekend away, a dinner out. It could be a holiday, as you'll hear some of the stories we share with you. Or it could just be those necessities where you need to pay for new tyres on the car. It could be those necessities where you want to stock up on something. Honestly, it's
We've heard about
completely
people
up to
paying
you.
vet bills and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It could be that necessity, or it could be that treat, or it could be in memory of somebody. We always say don't send in anything that's really sentimental, but perhaps you did inherit things and you never really look at them, you never wear them because they're not your taste. Charlie, your story is fabulous because you did inherit some things
Yeah, I did.
from somebody who was very dear to you,
Yeah, very close family friend.
but nothing that you would have worn or...
No, well, this is it. Again, like we say, if it's sentimental value, keep it. But much as I love this lady who passed away probably about 7-8 years ago now. I don't remember her wearing jewellery. I think she had like a pearl necklace, but wearing gold. I
can't remember
don't
her wearing
remember
it.
I'd never
that.
seen this before, I
No.
don't think, as far as I can remember. So I thought, well, I miss this, no, I won't. I would rather put this towards something that my family and I can all enjoy in her memory, basically.
Yeah.
And this is stuff, I have a few boxes of stuff that has been in my parents' garage, and they say, right, will you sort through those bits? So yes, I will. And I never
get
did.
there.
But you know what? I'm actually glad I've waited until recently to get my gold sent into Post Gold for Cash, because the price of gold at the moment is really, really good. And this year has been fantastic for the live price of gold. So if, for example, if we look at how much it's increased over the past 12 months from, well, where are we now? July 2026. If you look for the increase from July 25 to now, it's increased by about 22%. So to put it in perspective, you know, give or take, if you sent some gold in this time last year that was valued at £1,000, if you said no and you kept it and got it valued now, it could be worth £1,220, give or take.
Right.
So if you've been waiting for the moment and the right moment, now is the time to send it in. So get your free pack, firstly because you get the extra 10%, we've got this amazing offer on, but also because the live price of gold is so good, don't wait. I haven't got a crystal ball, I wish I did. It might go up, it might go back down, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's good at the moment. So if you're waiting for that time to send in your gold, I do believe it's now. I've done it and I'm pleased I did it. But yeah, the amount I got, I couldn't believe it. I
mean,
could not
it's
believe what I
It's like
received.
a free valuation.
Yeah, it's all free.
You didn't have an idea of how much it would add up to. You had a little idea because you knew a
What
couple
you
of
wanted,
items were
wasn't it?
gold.
Well,
so
I saw a few hallmarks in there. There were a
Yeah.
few rings. I think it was 22 carat. I couldn't believe it. And I also found some 9 carat gold cufflinks in there. Again, if you
Right.
don't see hallmarks, you don't need to know at all. If you think it's gold, send it in. There were some bits in there I honestly didn't know. I tried to think the weight, I tried to guess. In the end, I just bunged it in the envelope. And I
do
thought,
that
I'll see.
because they'll
Yeah,
know
do
if
it.
it's gold or not.
And even if it's not, at least you know.
Yeah.
It's free to find out.
So what
at
would
least you know them.
What would you have taken? So you've sent
I
it
would.
in. What were you hoping for?
I was hoping for, I would thought, honestly, I'd get £1,000, right?
Okay.
I was hoping for £1,000. I
Nice.
thought, if it's that, I'll take it. If it's 1,500, and genuinely,
hoping for
I was hoping for that, right? But, so I sent it in, I think on a Thursday. Yeah, I just got to the post office on time on a Thursday. It's about 5-6 weeks ago. They called me the next day, Friday morning at 11 o'clock, and I saw the number ringing. It's so exciting. It's all free, this.
Like being a lottery winner.
I know, right? So, and it was Sam who I spoke to, lovely lady. We've seen clips of her tonight. And she said, right, Charlie, we've added it all up, and she talked me through what I found, and I couldn't wait. I was like, just tell me. And she said, right, we valued it at, and we can offer you £2,000. I think it was £2,630,
Wow.
right?
So-
And I
Nice.
couldn't believe it.
So 1,600 more than you would have accepted.
I would have accepted, yeah. And it was, I said yes. But then she said, but Charlie, hang on, because you ordered your pack through Shop on TV, you get an extra 10%. The total I got was £2,924.
Wow. Nice.
And look at that, and I'm
honestly.
not being funny. You wouldn't look at that and think £3,000.
No.
Because the silver looks a bit tarnishy.
Wait,
and,
I thought
is
it was
it
like
silver? Is it?
It could have been
not?
stuff from a Christmas cracker. I didn't know.
I
didn't know.
Do you know?
But I thought, you
It
know
wasn't
what?
yours. You got no idea.
Yeah, you got no idea. I thought I'd rather the experts look and tell me. So I bunged it all in an envelope, and this is what they found. So I asked Sam. This is
Wow.
a picture Sam took. Said, look, but yes, I'll accept the offer. The money's in my account the same day. But she took this photo. She scrapped the junk that I didn't want, costume jewellery, and this is all the precious metal that I sent in. It doesn't have to be jewellery.
Rings, bracelets.
There
a
was some
tie clip, was there?
Yeah, I think it's like there's some ornamental piece like charms, I think, for a bracelet,
Right.
but stuff that the people I inherited this from, it could have been stuff they inherited. It could be really old.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I don't remember seeing any of this. I thought, do you know what? I don't need it. I'd rather put the money towards something
And what
really
have you
special.
put? Because this is what
Well,
you could do if it is
yeah.
something that somebody's
This
left
is nice.
So,
yeah.
well,
to you, and you're thinking, is it right that I'm sending it to Post Gold for cash? It was so right, because what have you done with that money?
I wanted to put it towards something. I'll look back and thought that was a good thing to do. And my family and I, we booked a holiday to go to a place we always used to go to. It's a place in North Wales called Abersoch. If you know and you've been there, you know it's one of those beautiful, beautiful seaside towns. Lovely pubs, lovely beaches, cafes. But I remember going there, I think pretty much every summer around August time. For my birthday we used to go to. And I've made lots of friends there, still in touch with today. And lots of families from Cheshire where I grew up, we all sort of went there. It became a really good sociable thing. And that I look back and they were the fondest memories I think I had as a kid. So my family thought, right, let's go back to that same house. And we got the same house. We haven't been there for 20 years. So anyway, there was a deadline coming up where the balance was due for the holiday house. So I got the money into Post Gold for cash quickly. I got the money in my account, I think by 1 o'clock on Friday, and I sent the money later on the day or the next morning. So I paid off the balance for a family holiday essentially with that.
So it's like she's treated you to
Yeah.
this family holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
How
And
great
it was
is
a
that?
lady who I inherited all this jewellery from. Lovely lady. She was like an unofficial grandmother to me, and she was a very close family friend, always involved, and her husband who passed away a few years before. But they used to come quite often to Abersoch with us growing up.
That's so good.
And I thought, but I didn't know what I
Makes your
wanted.
hair's gone in.
It does.
It's
I mean,
so
look, it's
nice.
needs must. Some people use it to pay off credit card bills, and some people use it to put towards debt and all sorts. You know, you do you. But I thought, what would I want to spend this on? This seemed right for me. I wanted to do it to this, and I had some money left over. There was also a festival I really wanted to go to. It's called Luminosity. If you're into that sort of music, trance and electronic music, it's my biggest passion.
Brilliant.
And actually, they were big supporters of me with my music. Ladies passed away, and so me and my girlfriend, I bought tickets for us. It was just outside Amsterdam. We went a few weeks ago. It was brilliant.
Fabulous.
We had a little toast, to them, and I'm sure when this family holiday in a few weeks, what I used to put the money towards, we'll have a toast to our family friends.
I
who,
love to make those
It does.
memories on the back of that.
It's so good, and people do that, and it's so easy to do.
And that was just in a box, a shoe box, in the garage.
yeah. There
And
for
now
years.
You've got a holiday and the memories.
It's so good.
It's
the series.
so good, isn't
and
it?
I knew it was good because of all the reviews I've read. There's about
Yeah.
3,000 of them on Trustpilot. They're rated excellent on Trustpilot.
They're
Post
known
Gold for
as
cash.
one of the best, aren't
They
they?
are. They're known, and they're one of the first on the scene, if not the first on the scene, an online scrap gold buyer. And having used it myself, I knew it would be good, but.
So
I
well
used it
established.
myself. I can say to people, I've used this now.
I love the fact
and
you've
it's
been
so
and
good.
seen both sides of the
Yeah,
process.
I've been to their premises
You've been
down
to the
south.
premises and then you've gone through as a customer. We've been so busy. Hundreds of you gone for the offer. Hundreds of them still in baskets. Remember, you've got to check it through as if it's a normal purchase, but everything is free.
No cost at all. So just check your basket out, and that envelope will arrive. And whether you're ready to put your gold into that envelope right now, as soon as it arrives, or whether you're thinking about it, or whether you're going to do it next week or the week after, just make sure you get that envelope, because that envelope, Post Gold for Cash will know you got it via us, and they'll know that they need to add on an extra 10% onto the valuation of your gold or precious metals, whatever you've popped into that envelope.
And then as part of that, you'll also go into those 3 prize draws. Now, Hayley and I were lucky enough to do the first show that we did with Post Gold for Cash. We met Sam and Steve, didn't we, from the team?
They're a fabulous team. They are so passionate about your gold, and they're so passionate as well about what you actually do with the money.
Yeah.
If you accept that money, they love the stories. You will speak to people that they'll talk you through what your valuation was and what the good items were. And honestly, you'll love to meet them. And actually, you can right now.
The company was established in 2009. Obviously, just the concept of somebody came up with the idea of sending in your gold and getting cash. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And there was nothing like it then, was there, really?
No, not really. We are one of the longest that have been running.
And you've been there very much since the start?
I've been there 15 years. I appreciate I don't look old enough.
Started very young.
Very young, toddler. So yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. I started actually making the calls.
Okay.
So I would call the customer with the offer for the items that they've sent in. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then I kind of started thinking, well, actually, I want to have a look at these things and I want to see a little bit more about that and learn about that.
Open the
side of it.
envelopes.
That's it. It is absolutely. I had an auntie who had just the most magnificent jewellery box and you would sit there picking through it. So this is just absolutely awesome.
The same
How
sort of thing.
fabulous. So you've just grown with the company then, really?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And there's something new every day that comes into it.
Oh, but it's so exciting when you get that package.
Very exciting. It's not so exciting when you get the teeth.
Oh!
We will take them. Send them in.
Still gold.
What, with the gold filling?
Yes,
Still
yes.
gold.
Yeah, in the dental packet. We will take it. Please send it
Where
in.
there's gold, there's cash.
Well, we will go through what you can and can't send in. So not any old teeth.
No, a little bit of gold.
Gotta have the gold.
As long as they're washed.
Don't get grandma's false teeth and pop them in. They're going to have that
have the gold.
filling in. And Steve, tell us a bit about your story, because I love your story, how you've got involved in the company.
Okay, so I'm the new kid on the block. I've only been around with Post Gold for Cash for the last 10 months or so, and it's a fantastic team to be part of, and I really enjoy working with them. My role is to make calls, to support customers, to reassure, answer questions, and make sure people have got their packs, and if they've got any questions, to answer them.
Great.
And to just help people nudge them along the way if that's what they want to do, because it's always the customer's choice as to what they're doing.
Lots of people do mention just how friendly you are. You're a great sort of quite small team.
Small but mighty.
Yeah.
And perfectly formed.
But make it really personal. I think that's really important.
I think
as
the
well.
other good thing is I mean, obviously we brought the new boy with us, but the whole team have been there for a considerable amount of time. Most of us have all been
And
there.
between you, you've got so much knowledge in gold, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just flows. It really flows and it really works. And we love talking to the customers and helping and the different stories as to why they're sending stuff in and things like that. I mean, sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy and they're ecstatic with their offers and, you know, say I can get my car fixed, that sort of thing.
And customers are really grateful for that contact and that support and that connection, because then we can talk them through the process and just to reassure them. Because some customers have had the pack sitting on their side for a good few weeks and they're nervous to send the pack through. And sometimes people just send one piece to test, to see what it's like. And they get the reassurance and they get the offer so quickly and they get some incredible offers.
You think you might have heard of Post Gold for Cash. Who are they? Who are you?
That's Miss Steve and Sam.
And an amazing team.
Yes.
So Post Gold for Cash was established back in 2009, so we've been going for a really long time. It was an idea from Ash and he needed to get on board with somebody who had this kind of knowledge, which he did.
So actually was the founder as such.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So between him and Ian, this is where we've sort of got to here.
And you were very much one of the first, weren't you then?
Within a year I joined. I was only meant to do 14 hours a week, part-time.
Funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually joined by accident. A friend of mine went for the job interview.
Okay.
And they offered her a part-time job, but she wanted full-time. So she turned around and said, "You need my friend Sam."
How fabulous. That is
I
one
want
of those
part-time.
meant to be moments.
Yes, absolutely. And do you know what? I love it.
And you've just fallen in love with it, haven't you?
Yes. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with
Well,
playing
it's
this?
exciting, isn't it? Because you've gone from. So what did you do at first? On
So
the
at
phone?
first I was on the phone, so I'd be calling you, I'd be giving you your offer, chatting away with you, and that was it. And then I was like, oh, can I play with it? Can I come and have a go and do this? And yeah, so I sort of shadowed some of the other valuers at the time, and
Yeah, I just love
So you learned the process on the job to the point when
you've grown with the company,
I have,
really, haven't you?
I have,
Definitely.
absolutely. And they're such a super supportive company to work for.
Right.
Very small team.
Very small, yes.
So it's very personal. Lots of people say it's very personal. It's very friendly. It was all very smooth.
Yeah, it comes across, I think, with when we're talking to people. I mean, anyone that orders a pack tonight, if you haven't sent it back in the next couple of weeks, this guy's going to call you.
Have an amazing conversation.
Lots of people will purposely now not send it back. So
I'd love to call them.
how's that?
just so they can chat to Steve.
Yes.
Now, Steve, tell us your story, how you got involved in
So I got involved because I discovered this most amazing sport called pickleball.
Okay.
And Ash actually plays pickleball. And so I met him playing pickleball, and he talked about his business and said, would you like to get involved and do some mystery shopping?
funny.
And then come along and do some calls. And I said, I'd love to have a go. Why not?
Yeah.
So I did some mystery shopping. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I found Postgold for Cash to be so easy to do business with. I personally found them very trustworthy. I chose to sell my items, so I found the prices great. And then I started making some calls
And then
to
you
them.
started working
And
with
I thoroughly enjoyed having conversations with people, giving them choices, giving them options, talking them through processes, and reassuring people. You know, because they're slightly nervous. Oh, I'm scared to take it to the post office. I'm not sure. I've had it for ages.
Well, you said when you sent yours in, you took photos of everything.
I did.
sort of
I
just in
took photos on my phone, as I do with everything, receipts and stuff, because you can never have enough reassurance yourself.
Yeah.
So I had that evidence, and so when I sent it through, I had to remind myself what Tracy, when she called me with the offer, which ones were value and which ones weren't. And I was shocked about the ones that had value, because I thought it was the other ones that had value. And then to be offered between £400 and £500, it was like, whoa. And for once in my life, I was sort of like able to receive some cash to spend on either the children or a spa day or upgrade their phone without having to borrow money.
Yes.
So for a change, I wasn't borrowing.
Like a bonus.
I was
just sat
recycling
there,
some
yeah.
stuff that was sitting in the
Sat there
bedside
doing
cabinet.
nothing.
So, you know, we say about recycling all the time. We love a bit of recycling these days. I recycled it and I thought, why is it sitting there when I can do this? So my son thoroughly enjoyed his new iPhone.
So we were established back in 2009. So as companies go, we are one of the longest standing
Yeah,
ones.
you were very much one of the first, weren't you?
Yeah,
Thought of the
absolutely.
idea sort of first, and then others sort of
Follow
came
suit.
along.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that makes us very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Obviously, the
The
longevity,
longevity,
of the company.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. The other thing to consider is, with regards to staff, other than Steve being our newbie, the rest of us have been there sort of 15 plus years.
More or less from the
So
beginning.
yeah, absolutely. So we work as a really good, smooth team. And the idea basically came from Ash, who then teamed up with Ian, who had the jewellery knowledge and this kind of thing. So they set it up, and here we are. Basically, we've come this far down the line, and it's such an easy service to use.
Yeah, really straightforward, really safe. You can see here over 270,000 customers have used the service already. Rated excellent, based over 2,000 Trustpilot reviews. Promised to match any price offered by other online buyers. Can you just
tell us
confirm how that works?
Okay, so what we would need from you is if you have had an offer price from somebody else.
someone else.
Yep. Which is fine. Shop around if you need to. You know, it's your own peace of mind, which is what we always say. We will match that if we can see that in writing. So you just need to provide it to us with the quotation, the date it was done, and obviously as long as the weights match, we will do that.
You'll
for you.
match the price.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's so easy. It's so easy, and that's why you should choose Postgold for Cash. And you can actually have a little look at just how simple it is. It's fast, it's easy. The great thing is it's a no obligation service. So if you don't want to take that valuation they give, they will send your gold back completely free of charge. You've lost nothing, but you've learned how the money, whether you wanted it or not. Or you might be really surprised, which most people are when you read the 5-star review. I didn't think it'd be that much, and you do accept that money. So just send that gold in for free to be valued. If you're not happy with the offer as it says, they'll return your gold items completely free of charge. So many people so happy with that offer. And the experienced gold valuers provide you with a free valuation to discover what your gold is worth. A lot of free. And it is,
Love that word.
It's all free. You're sending for a free pack. It'll be free postage to send that pack to you. You've got a special delivery envelope. It's free for you to send that via the post office. You do go into the post office. pass it
Onto
over
the
the
counter,
counter.
yeah.
They'll weigh, and it's got your gold and your precious metals inside. They'll weigh it, and then it'll go off special delivery. They'll give you a receipt, and that is your insurance as well. You'll get a free valuation. And you know the biggest thing, if you're not happy with the valuation, they'll actually send your gold back for free as well. So you've got absolutely nothing to worry about.
And it is an exclusive offer that we've got for you. I think this is why so many hundreds of you have gone for it. Still hundreds in baskets. Remember, you've got to check them through and confirm the orders. You can see at the top there, free no obligation gold selling pack, as Hayley just told us. Free, 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 everything free. And you're also going to get that extra 10% on top of your valuation.
That's amazing.
What does that mean money-wise? Well, it means if they offer you £500, you actually get £550. If they offer you £1,000, you actually get £1,100. An extra 10%, whatever the valuation. Then on top of that, you're also going to go into 3 prize draws. As soon as you accept that valuation, you'll go into those prize draws.
And how great is that? That's going to give the opportunity to perhaps win more money. And you've got 2 exclusive prize draws with us here on Shop on TV, ITV1 and STV. It's our show special prize draw, and you've got the chance to win £500. You've got a further draw that you'll go into, and there's a chance to win £500 credit with us here on Shop on TV. And then you'll be entered into Post Golds for Cash's draw.
That third prize draw is a regular £500 prize draw that you can see there. Now, all the terms and conditions are on the website, and you can see the closing dates are on there as well. So all you've got to do is go to our phones, 03333 241 241, or go to our website, shopontv.co.uk. When you go to our homepage, you see that big banner right there on the homepage, Post Gold for Cash. Click on there, it'll take you through, and it'll explain everything you need to know.
Loads of great information there, things you've forgotten, or if you've just joined us, things you've perhaps missed. As soon as you think I've got nothing to lose, click on, order my pack, go through, pop it into your basket, and then check that basket out. Remember, you must check your basket out. There's no cost. It's completely zero. And if you're a new viewer, you can just check out as a guest, but it's always good to sign up with us. And then in the future, you can check out really quickly and easily. And remember, ordering it right now, if you're quick, you could have the money in your bank account by Friday.
This is brilliant.
So it's Wednesday now, you're ordering your pack. Thursday, your pack will come. If you get it sent off on Thursday, go to the post office, put the gold in it, send it, give it to the post office people, and they'll weigh it. Person. They'll weigh it, they'll give you a receipt, off it goes. And then what you'll find, and there you go, if you send it on Thursday, you could have a phone call on Friday from Post Gold for Cash with your valuation. They'll add on that 10%. And if you say yes, please, it could be in your bank that afternoon.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be that quick,
No,
but if you need it to be that quick, it can be.
It's completely at your pace. Charlie's been with us for the entire show. Charlie, last couple of words from you. If people are at home and thinking, should I, shouldn't I?
I do it, because maybe you're in the position where you could do with some extra cash by the end of the week.
Yeah.
It could be that quick, as Hayley mentioned. Or maybe you want to get your pack now and put it in a drawer, ready for when you have that sort out in the attic.
Yeah.
You've got it there. There's no shelf life to this. But honestly, having used Post Gold for Cash myself, I can sit here and confidently say they are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They are so quick, they are so efficient, and I couldn't believe the amount of money that I personally got from Post Gold for Cash. So absolutely go for it. Do you know what? And if you've got something lying around that's got no sentimental value, who knows? It's a chance to get it valued for free, and you could be in for a very, very nice surprise. But while the price is high with gold, because it's so easy, because we've got this offer at the moment, I will get your packs ordered now. I wouldn't wait any longer.
And remember, it can be a broken bracelet, it can be one earring, it can be a mangled bangle, it can be part of a gold watch, gold or precious metal. It could be just a clasp. If you think it might be gold or a precious metal, put it into the envelope. And that's what you're ordering today. As soon as you've ordered your envelope, whenever you send that off, that they will add on extra 10% onto the valuation of your goodies.
But you've got to add it to a basket, and you've got to check that basket out, whether it's on the phones or whether it's on our website. Remember that exclusive offer. Still got hundreds in baskets right now. Confirm those orders and take that first step for Post Gold for Cash.
What are you going to spend that money on?
Oh, who knows? Oh, the excitement. Look, huge thank you to Charlie.
Thanks,
thank
guys.
you to you for watching at home.
Keep ordering. See you later.